It's time for Arkansas Travelers Baseball. Brought to you by AT&T, Coca-Cola, Allstate Insurance, ITT Technical Institute, Miller Lite, and Arkansas Federal Credit Union. Now, let's head to the ballpark for the ITT Tech pregame show. Here's the voice of the Arkansas Travelers, Bill Elson.
Indoor shooting range.
Live from Wichita, Kansas, Arkansas Traveler Baseball is on the air. Well, good afternoon, everybody. I guess good morning, I should say, here on a Sunday morning before the Travelers and the Wranglers finish off a 5-game series. Bill Elson with you on Air America Little Rock 1380 KDXE. It has been a very interesting series so far here at Lawrence Dumont Stadium. Each team winning 2 games. The Travelers winning the opening game 1-0 behind the shutout thrown by Jose Arredondo, a 5-hitter in his first Double-A start. And then the Travelers losing consecutive games on comebacks by the Wichita Wranglers. Adam Kimes' 3-run homer, a walk-off shot on Thursday, and Billy Butler connected on an RBI single in the 11th on Friday to give the Wranglers the win. Well, it was the Travelers doing the comeback last night, coming from a run down in the 9th inning with Bobby Wilson's 2-run double. The difference, the Travelers picking up a 5-4 win, beating the Wranglers and drawing within 3 games of first place. The Wichita Wranglers are 10-6. Arkansas 7-9, 3 games back in the North. Today's game is for the marbles in this series. The winner will be able to boast 3 wins in the 5 games. The Travelers trying to win their second series in a row after beating Tulsa 3 of 5. They have a chance to beat the Wranglers in 3 of 5 as well. A look at our pitching matchup today. Nick Green takes the hill for the Travs. He's pitched very well in 6 games, going 3-1 with a 4.19 ERA. This will be his first outing against the Wichita Wranglers, who send veteran left-hander Neal Musser to the hill. Musser, who started the season with the Diamondbacks AAA affiliate in Tucson, is at his second time in Double-A. Wichita making his 7th appearance, a 4-0 record. Musser has put together a fine 6 starts, just a 195 earned run average and holding batters to 224 batting average against. There was some rain in the area early in the morning here in Wichita and a little bit of sprinkling, canceling batting practice before today's game, but the tarp was on the field. It is no longer raining here at Lawrence Dumont Stadium, and so we should be in the clear, at least for the moment. There is a chance of rain for most of the afternoon, so the Travs and the Wranglers may be dodging some raindrops throughout the afternoon. They've got to get this game in. It is, again, the rubber match of a 5-game series and a very important game as far as the Texas League standings are concerned. The Travelers could draw within 2 games of first with a win today. This is the ITT Technical Institute pregame show. Don't forget, you can always check out ITT online at itt-tech.edu. Coming up next on the pregame show, we'll check out the scores from the Texas League last night. And Jared Weaver had another strong start for the Angels. We'll give you that news next on Air America Little Rock 1380 KDXE.
At one time or another, we all want to change the world in which we live, make it a better place. Introducing the new ITT Tech School of Criminal Justice. At ITT Tech, we now teach the fundamentals of the criminal justice system, along with the technology to help respond to and prevent crime. ITT Technical Institute School of Criminal Justice, education for the future. To find out more, call 1-800-ITT-TECH or visit us on the web.
Hey guys, want another beer?
Another what?
Another beer.
I didn't have a beer. Did you have a beer? I don't think so.
Yes, you did. These beers right in front of you. Remember you ordered them from me?
Where? I mean, I remember eating the wings. Yeah, the wings were good. Are you sure we drank the beer?
Look, you guys came in, you ate the wings, you drank the beer.
Huh.
Whatever. You guys want another round?
Of what?
Beer.
Yeah, that sounds great. You want a beer?
I would love a beer. Next time, try the light beer with the taste you won't forget. Great tasting, less filling, Miller Lite. Miller, good call. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
My mother said, no daughter of mine is driving a truck. I'm an 18-wheeling, double-clutching lady truck driver. There's nothing else I'd rather be doing. BC powder is this trucker's best friend. My day starts at 4 a.m. and ends 12 hours later. Out here on the road, there's a million things that's happening at once. I take BC for stress headaches, backache. I just can't pull over when my head's pounding. The reason I take BC is because it's fast and it works. I'm Carolyn from Ashbury, NC, and my pain reliever is BC.
Users directed. You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Back at Lawrence Dumont Stadium on the ITT Travelers pregame show, earning your degree may not be as difficult to fit into your life as you may think. The ITT Technical Institutes offer traditional or online programs, and you can learn more about it online at itt-tech.edu. Now, the Travelers and the Wranglers, the only game that is in the afternoon in the Texas League. All three games will be later tonight. But last night, Frisco Rough Riders received their best pitching performance of the season, with Thomas Diamond throwing a 5-hit shutout as the Rough Riders beat Corpus Christi by a final of 4-0. Diamond now 8-4, lowered his ERA to 3.93, and he is the league leader with 112 strikeouts. That is 13 more than the second most in the league. He beats Mitch Talbot, who falls to 6-4. The first place Hook still in first by 3 games over San Antonio, as the Missions lost to Midland last night by a 4-1 final score. Ray Aguilar picking up his 7th win of the season against 5 losses, while Ryan Fearben dropped his 2nd straight start after 4 straight wins. Connor Robertson got to save his 5th, and Midland on a home run from Mark Tiger in his return to AA. Over in the North Division, the Springfield Cardinals won their 4th straight game, sending Tulsa to a 5th consecutive defeat. Cardinals get a strong start from Eric Haber in his AA debut as he picks up a 7-2 win at Driller Stadium. Steven Register, the loser, drops 2-6. Springfield shortstop Matt McCoy a home run. It was his 2nd of the year. And the Cardinals, who had dropped 10 of 11 games, have now won 4 straight. They pulled even with Tulsa in 3rd place behind the Travs and the Wranglers. Springfield and Tulsa identical 6-10 records, 4 games behind the Wranglers. The Travelers at 7-9 is 3 games out, and Wichita at 10-6 in 1st place. In the South Division, it's the Hooks, the first half champion with a 12-4 record, 3 games in front of 2nd place San Antonio. Midland Rockhounds in 3rd place, 8-8. They're 4 out, and the Frisco Rough Riders, even with a win yesterday, still 6 games out of 1st place. Again, all night games across the Texas League today. Corpus Christi hosting Frisco at 6:05. Chance Douglas, who has had an outstanding couple of weeks, is going for his 7th win, and the secret of Rough Riders, as usual, do not announce their starting pitcher. Midland and San Antonio, 6:05 first pitch at the Wolf. Midland has right-hander David Bradley pitching with 4 wins, 8 losses, and the Missions do not announce their starter. 6:05 first pitch at Driller Stadium. Tulsa's Mark Kaiser goes to 7-7 after a tough start against the Travs last time out. He'll take on Springfield righty Chris Lambert, who also has a 7-7 record. Again, all those games starting at 6:05 tonight. Now for a look at the Angels Farm Report, brought to you by AgPro of Central Arkansas, located in Pine Bluff, Maumelle, Stuttgart, and England. Angels yesterday defeated Oakland 6-4, and that'll pull the Halos within 3 games of first place Oakland. The Angels now jumping over Seattle into 3rd place as the Mariners lost their 6th straight last night. Jared Weaver, he's becoming a big story in the major leagues. 7 more shutout innings. He has made 6 starts in the majors. He is 6-0 with a 1.12 earned run average. Weaver only allowed 2 hits to the first place A's and walked 2 batters, struck out 5. Brendan Donnelly did give up 4 runs in 2/3 of an inning and needed Frankie Rodriguez to get him out of a jam in the 8th, and Rodriguez then went on to the 9th inning and saved his 20th of the year. The Angels beat former Midland right-hander Joe Blanton, who falls to 8-8. Mike Aristuris and Juan Rivera each with home runs, and Sean Figgins getting a start in left field, finishing 4 for 5 with a triple, a run batted in and 2 runs scored. Meanwhile, Tommy Murphy got the start in center. He was 1 for 4. Kendry Morales started at first, struck out 3 times, was 0 for 4. And Mike Napoli batting in the 5 hole was 2 for 5 with an RBI and his 8th double of the year. Again, the Angels now at 42-45, 3 games out of first behind the Oakland A's. And the Angels and the A's are back to action tonight, wrapping up the first half before the start of the All-Star break tomorrow. It's former Traveler Irvin Santana to the hill. His record 9-3 with a 4.13 ERA. Danny Herron pitching for the A's, 6-6 record. That'll be a 3.05 first pitch. Down to the minor league portion of the AgPro Farm Report. A report coming out of South Korea saying that the Angels are very close to signing high school product Young Il-jung who apparently can throw a fastball between 87 and 93, also a good slider and a curveball. Again, he's 18 years old, and the report is that the Angels are going to be giving him a signing bonus of about $1 million to be the first Korean to sign in Angels history. Now, the Angels haven't announced that signing yet. They are just very close to making that signing, and also of interest is that the Angels have already signed Hank Conger, of course, their first-round pick from this year. He is American, but is of Korean-American descent, as his mother was from South Korea. Now into the games in the minor league portion of the Ag-Pro Farm Report. A wild game with Salt Lake yesterday, beating Sacramento by a final of 14-13. Curtis Pride 3 for 4. Casey Smith 3 RBIs. Steven Shell was hit hard in a no decision, giving up 5 earned runs in just 2/3 of an inning. Jason Espino was 2 for 3 with a triple, a homer, and 4 RBI. In Rancho Cucamonga, they lost 9-8 to Visalia. In the California League, Sean Rodriguez, a future Travelers shortstop, finishing 3 for 5 with a double and 2 runs batted in. Cedar Rapids yesterday was a loser 1-0 to West Michigan in the Midwest League. Stephen Merrick, a strong start in the loss, 5 innings, 1 run, and 5 hits, 5 strikeouts. Orem, a 14-6 win over Casper in the Pioneer League, with Ryan Mount going 3 for 6 with a couple of doubles and 3 runs batted in. Phillips a home run, he finished 3 for 6. And rookie ball Arizona League Angels were a loser to the Arizona League Brewers by a final of 5-1. That's the Ag-Pro Farm Report. News from the Angels organization brought to you by Ag-Pro of Central Arkansas, located in Pine Bluff, Maumelle, Stuttgart, and England. Ag-Pro proud to feature outstanding John Deere products, and you can check out a demo of some of John Deere's best equipment online at agprocompanies.com. Got a chat with Travelers hitting coach Keith Johnson coming up next on Air America Little Rock 1380 KDXE.
Your world is suddenly changing for the better because 2 great companies have now joined forces to deliver the world that matters most. Yours. AT&T, with its passion to invent, and SBC, with its drive to deliver, have come together to create the most complete and secure network with voice services, digital satellite TV, high-speed internet, and singular wireless. Learn more at thenewatt.com. Introducing the new AT&T. Your world delivered.
Coca-Cola, this is Mitchell. My friend's brother is a molecular biologist, and he was saying the only way you could have gotten Coke Zero to taste like the regular Coke was to engineer it in space. I would not. Well, no, but think about the whole zero factor, like zero gravity. It makes perfect sense. Zero is for the 0 calories. Just stop pretending that you don't engineer Coke Zero in space. Can you do that? I wish I could speculate on that, sir. The next launch. I just want the time for the next launch.
Coca-Cola Zero. Real Coke taste, 0 calories. Hey, nobody said quitting smoking was easy, but others have done it, and you can too, with help from the SOS Quit line, 1-866-NOW-QUIT. They'll give you the help you need to kick the tobacco habit. It's free, and it's free of nagging and preaching too. So call 1-866-NOW-QUIT and get the help you need. What have you got to lose, besides the most dangerous habit you've ever had? 1-866-NOW-QUIT. Call now.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Welcome back to the ITC Technical Institute pregame show as the Travelers take on the Wichita Wranglers. We'll sit down and talk with Travelers hitting coach Keith Johnson. Keith, thanks for joining us on the pregame here. You're looking at the record for the Travelers. It's been a subpar year, but the hitters this year have really had, pretty good seasons. You look at guys like Brandon Wood, Matt Brown, Bobby Wilson, Greg Porter, and recently Nathan Haynes as well. Guys have really been hitting the ball pretty well. As a hitting coach, how do you respond to a team that is doing well at the plate? Do you take any credit for it, or do you always want to deflect it towards the hitters? Because obviously you've got to be doing something that's helping them out.
No, it's a credit to the players. I mean, it's just a matter of how they take instruction and how they apply it. Aptitude is big in this game, and a lot of those guys, those names that you just mentioned, have high aptitude, and it's a credit to them. I'll take all the bad stuff. They get all the kudos.
What's your coaching philosophy? I know guys have different philosophies on how they want guys to go up and approach, working on their craft. How do you like guys to go and approach their craft as a coach?
Well, it's just a matter of, for me, I think confidence and plate discipline and all the things that make good hitters is just confidence and knowledge of their swing. So anytime we do any kind of work, it's just a matter of, it's not me telling them what they should do and just to do it because I say it. It's them asking me questions and me explaining to them why certain things happen so that way they get an understanding of their swing.
It sounds like a very personal relationship, not just like a coach and a hitter, because you really have to get to know these guys' minds intimately. So it really sounds more like, maybe mentor's the right word, but also at the same time, friends, I would get the sense.
Absolutely. I mean, this game is built on relationships. Whether you're coaching, playing, umpiring, or what have you, it's built on relationships. And the relationship between a hitter and his hitting coach is vital, considering that's basically what they get graded on, year in and year out. So that's what I try to do. And I just try to teach them how to play the game and try to, instill in them confidence as far as knowledge of the swing and knowledge of the game in general to try to slow the game down as quickly as possible.
Now, this is Keith's third year coaching with the Angels organization. Spent the last couple of years at the two different rookie levels. Keith, is there any difference to coaching guys that are in rookie ball that are right out of high school or their first couple of professional months? Or is it different to coach guys that have been around, as long as the AA players have?
Well, there's definitely a difference. I mean, there's not too big of a difference between the talent pools. It's just a matter of these guys here. They are starting to maximize their talent, and so they have a little bit more knowledge in which the relationship that we were just talking about comes into play. Because, these guys are starting to learn their swings a little bit, and they're a little less reluctant to have you mess with their swing. So it's just a matter of knowledge of their swing and how to play the game and what the pitcher's trying to do to them and what they're trying to do. And, if you're letting his approach affect you as a hitter, so these guys have a lot more knowledge of that aspect of the game than the rookie ball guys did.
One other thing I've always thought about rookie ball, I spent 2 years broadcasting in the Pioneer League. Got a lot of guys that are using wooden bats for the first year in their career. Did you find that the guys in rookie ball had some trouble making the switch from aluminum to wooden bats? They do have the composite bat that they can use in the Pioneer League, the bomb bat. But was it pretty tough for some guys?
Oh, definitely. I mean, at that level, the pitchers are definitely ahead of the hitters. But there were some guys that did pretty well for us last year. We had a few guys on that team that swung the bats pretty well. Dallas Morris was one. Mark Trumbo was another. But they did go through their growing pains. They weren't able to catch up to some of those fastballs like they were with the aluminum bat. But yeah, there's definitely a difference.
Now this is an interesting year for Keith because as a Texas League veteran, back when he was playing with the San Antonio Missions and the Dodgers organization, played I think 3 years here in the Texas League. I think he also won a Texas League championship with the San Antonio Missions. So how's it been returning to, really a cradle of your professional baseball career here in the Texas League this year?
It's been awesome. I mean, it's like when I went back to those other leagues, I'd never played at either one of those levels. When I first started, I was in the Northwest League, which is a little higher than the Pioneer League as far as age-wise. So going to those parks, it was a little different. Now being back here, there's a lot more familiarity going on, and it's just, and the level of play is just awesome. The chess match that goes on every game is a little bit more refined at this level. So it's definitely good to be back up here.
And Keith, most of your professional career was spent with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Now you're here with the Los Angeles Angels. How did you make the move over from the Dodgers to the Angels? Did Mike Scioscia have anything to do with that at all?
I believe it did. Not necessarily maybe so much Mike as Ron Renneke. He's one of the. I would have to say he's the best manager as far as baseball that I've had.
Where did Ron Renneke manage you?
He managed me in '96 in the Cal League with San Bernardino. We won a championship, and then we won the championship here with the Mission. And then he was managing me also in Albuquerque for a little bit, and then when I came back down to San Antonio in '98 as well. So I'd say he had a lot more to do with that than Scioscia probably.
Last thing I want to ask, KJ, and this is really something that we hear a lot from people around baseball. I want to know, do you believe the idea that good pitching beats good hitting?
That's a tough one. That's a tough one because if you know what pitch is coming and the pitcher still executes that pitch, you're not going to hit it. So I guess if you had to go down to the nuts and bolts of it, the answer to that question would be yes. But But if I'm on, I don't care who's pitching up there. It doesn't matter who's pitching. If I'm feeling good and I have my rhythm and my timing and everything's down, it doesn't matter who's pitching and what kind of pitch he throws. I'm probably going to put a good swing on that ball. I'm not saying I'm going to get a hit, but I'm going to make him work to make me an out.
Keith, thanks so much for your time. Do you like barbecue?
I love barbecue.
Well, we're going to give you a $15 gift certificate to Shorty Smalls, located in Little Rock, North Little Rock, and Conway. Keith, it's been a pleasure. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for having me.
We'll be right back with the starting lineups after this commercial break on Air America Little Rock 1380 KDXE.
He's been a sports anchor on TV. He's reported on games of the Kansas City Chiefs. He hosts NFL postgame shows week after week. But he still hasn't quit his day job. Gordon Docking is the Chief Executive Officer of St. Mary's Hospital in suburban Kansas City. He's distinguished himself nationally as an innovator in healthcare, impacting the design of the hospitals of tomorrow. But before he was CEO, he was a master's degree student at Webster University. Today, he's an achiever in many walks of life. I'm Bob Costas, member of the board of Webster University. All Webster campuses around the world share the same belief. Education is more than just a degree. It's real knowledge for real-world success.
Want to buy a new car? Take a dream vacation, remodel your home, or finance just about anything? You can use the equity in your home to make it happen. Right now, Arkansas Federal Credit Union has a home equity line of credit with a 4-month fixed rate as low as 4.5% annual percentage rate with absolutely no fees. Plus, it's easier than ever to access your home equity loan using Arkansas Federal's Visa Platinum credit card. No checks, no hassles. Apply online at afcu.org or call 982-1000.
Leading the way and supporting the troops and opposing the war. Air America Little Rock, 1380 KDXE, North Little Rock.
Back here at Larry Dew, a.k.a. Lawrence Dumont Stadium, on the Travelers ITT Tech pregame show. Phil Elson with you. Time for a look at the starting lineup. We start with the hometown Wranglers, AA affiliate of the Kansas City Royals, putting together a 10-6 second-half record, overall 44-42. Chris Lubanski will lead off. He'll play left field, while Ángel Sánchez bats second and plays shortstop. Mitch Maier hitting in the 3-hole in center field. Dee Brown cleans up. He'll be in right field. Batting fifth is the Wranglers' second baseman, Donnie Murphy. Matt Tupman batting in the 6-hole is catching, with Kila Ka'aihue batting seventh, playing first base. Hitting eighth, third baseman Adam Keim, and Damaso Espino will be the designated hitter, and Espino is batting ninth. That's Lubanski, Sanchez, Maier, Brown, Murphy, Tupman, Ka'aihue, Keim, and Espino for Frank White's Wichita Wranglers. The Arkansas Travelers, the AA affiliate of the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, and 7 wins, 9 losses in the second half. 3 games back of the Wranglers for first, overall 31-54. It'll be Nathan Haynes leading off. He'll play right field today. Aaron Peel batting second and playing left field. Batting third, shortstop Brandon Wood. Matt Brown will clean up. He'll be at third base. Batting fifth, center fielder Terry Evans. Greg Porter, the designated hitter, batting sixth. Bobby Wilson's last night's hero, batting seventh. He'll be the catcher, with Matt Pauley batting eighth in first base. Rounding out the Travelers' starting 9 is second baseman Devin Day. That's Haynes, Peel, Wood, Brown, Evans, Porter, Wilson, Pauley, and Day for Tyrone Boykin's Arkansas Travelers. Pitching matchup, Nick Green takes the hill for the Travelers. 21-year-old right-hander from Tipton, Georgia, makes his 7th appearance at AA. He's put together 3 wins and a loss with a .419 earned run average. Green started the season at Single-A Rancho Cucamonga, where he was 5-3 with a .415 ERA. This will be Green's first outing against the Wichita Wranglers. Neal Musser takes the hill for the Wranglers, a 25-year-old left-hander from Otterbein, Indiana, making his 7th start with the Wranglers, a record of 4-0 with a 195 earned run average. Musser started the season with the Tucson Sidewinders, a AAA affiliate for Arizona, going 1-3 with a 5.45 ERA. He was picked up by the Royals after the Diamondbacks released him in mid-May. Appeared in 2 games at AAA Omaha and has been a stalwart of the starting rotation for the Wranglers. He beat the Travelers 15-1 on June 15th, surrendering only 3 hits in 7 scoreless innings of work. Texas League umpire crew, Joe Maiden behind the plate, Dixon Thurman at third, Mark Lolo at first. And the Wranglers are taking their positions right now, so we'll take our final break. Coming back with the first pitch is the rubber match of a 5-game series. Travelers and the Wranglers right here on Air America Little Rock 1380 KDXE.
Is your house looking a bit under the weather? Have extreme weather conditions taken their toll on your home's exterior? The solution isn't more paint. It's weather-resistant vinyl siding from Sears Home Central. Call Sears now for a free in-home estimate at 1-800-531-7785. Sears vinyl siding resists tough weather and keeps your home looking great for years. It has the attractive look of freshly painted wood, yet you'll never need to scrape and paint your home again because vinyl siding from Sears is virtually maintenance-free. Best of all, Sears makes getting your new siding job easy and affordable. Just call Sears now for your free in-home estimate at 1-800-531-7785. Not available in all areas. Services and materials provided by a Sears authorized contractor. License numbers available on request. So if your house is looking under the weather, call Sears for vinyl siding now. 1-800-531-7785. That's 1-800-531-7785.
Claude Markham on working in the United States Navy.
I'm an aviation ordnance second class. It's an indescribable feeling being up on the flight deck and just being next to them, pulling the pin from the weapon launcher before they take off. It's a big rush inside, and not many people my age can do the job that I do out in the outside at such a young age.
Most jobs reveal what you do. Ours reveal who you are. To learn more, check out Navy.com or call 1-800-USA-NAVY. Navy. Accelerate your life.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Time for some baseball as the Travelers and the Wranglers are set for Game 5 of this 5-game series. Travelers winning 2, Wranglers winning 2. Arkansas does have the series advantage this season, winning 10 of 18 matchups. Of course, this is also the last game of the road trip. Quick 5-game set here at Wichita and Arkansas back in town tomorrow, starting a 7-game homestand. We'll have the Corpus Christi Hooks in on the weekend. First up is the San Antonio Missions from Monday through Thursday. The AA affiliate of the Seattle Mariners come to town. The Missions have put together a decent second half after finishing in last place in the first half. San Antonio at the moment 3 games back in the South with 9 wins and 7 losses. On Monday, that's tomorrow, pick up your discount coupon in the Democrat Gazette sports section. Tuesday, discount tickets located at the Exxon stations in Pulaski County, and there will be free tickets located at the Little Rock Air Force Base, courtesy of First Arkansas Bank and Trust. That's for Air Force personnel only. Wednesday, free tickets at Arby's restaurants in Pulaski County, also Humane Society night with discount tickets if you bring a couple of cans of dog or cat food for the Pulaski County Humane Society, but a free
searching for the right word, but I think the right word is who are undereducated. And Daniel fits into that mode. I heard over and over again from soldiers such as Daniel, I had the choice between going to McDonald's and going into the Army. And Daniel joined from a couple of dead-end jobs at the end of a period in his junior college. And motivated by patriotism, after September 11th, 2001, he went over to Iraq, served, I don't remember, but several tours of duty over there. He was wounded. He was awarded medals for his valor. And when it was the third or something, outrageous time that he was going to be sent back into the war zone, he decided he couldn't do it. And he did not know where to turn.
He asked for counseling, Dr. Staff.
He asked for counseling. He asked for everything. They said, get back there and fight, soldier. And so, he says, he decided to fail a drug test, and he did. And what's so sad about his story is that after all of his service, he's an example of a hero. These guys are heroes that decide this war is wrong and refuse to fight it. After all of what he did, one could say heroically as a soldier, and then to also heroically want to be against the war, he comes back damaged psychologically. He comes back injured. He goes to the VA and says, I need help. And they say, well, buddy, you did not get an honorable discharge. You're back out in the street.
Let's back up a bit. You and I both are sitting here. Not everyone views those who go AWOL or deliberately fail a test. They not only don't think they're heroes, they think quite the opposite.
Sure. I think that these stories give us those of us who are opposed to this war, give us new ammunition to go to those who are on the fence about the war or still support the war and say, look, here is a cadre of soldiers and ex-soldiers whose credibility you can't impugn. They joined the Army because they wanted to serve for whatever reason. They've been over there, many of them. They've thought. They've received.
Aaron Peel at the plate here in the first inning with Nathan Haynes at first base. One out. Peel hits a drive over the left fielder, Chris Lubanski's end. That'll hit the warning track. Tyrone Boykin's going to send Haynes around third base. Sanchez, the shortstop, doesn't get a good look, and he airmails it over the catcher. That scores Haynes, and Peel heading to third base on the hard throw. And Sanchez, the shortstop, airmails over home plate. I'll apologize for missing that base hit by Haynes. He led off the game with a single to center, and then on an 0-2 pitch, Peel, the line drive double over the left fielder Lubanski's head, bringing Haynes home. There'll be an error on the play, moving Peel from second to third. Peel credited with his 33rd RBI and his 6th of the series. So already a fine start to this game for the Travs. 2 men into the ball game. It's 1-0 Arkansas. Neal Musser has shut out the Travelers in 7 innings in his last time out. He's already given up a run. Here's Brandon Wood into the batter's box. Travelers shortstop could bring home a run with a fly ball or a grounder. First pitch from Musser is low, ball 1. Musser given up only 9 runs in 37 innings coming into this game, and never more than 3 runs in any one game. And already the Travs grabbed the early lead. Infield is back for Wood, and here's a 1-0. Brandon swings and fouls it back this way into the net just under the broadcast booth. It's a ball and a strike. Final game of a 5-game series. Travs looking to get out of town with 3 wins. If they are able to manage this win, it'll be 6 wins in 10 games with consecutive series wins over division opponents. 1-1 to Wood is high and tight for Musser. And the count is 2 balls and a strike on the Travelers shortstop. Wood having a tough series at the plate. Last night, 0 for 3, 3 strikeouts and a walk. 2 hits and 16 at-bats over the series. One of them is 19th home run of the year. Musser, a left-hander, sets and delivers. And Wood takes a slider inside, ball 3, 3-1. Musser, 25 years old, originally property of the Mets. Selected in the 2nd round in 1999. And here's a 3-1 to Wood. Inside, he takes the walk, and that's 3 men to reach to start this game. 1st and 3rd, and nobody out from Matt Brown. Musser spent his first 7 seasons in the Mets organization, reaching as high as AAA Norfolk for 31 starts during the last 2 years. Signed as a free agent with the Diamondbacks this offseason, but only lasted 8 starts with the Diamondbacks AAA affiliate in Tucson. And is currently in his 9th appearance with the Royals and his 7th at Wichita. Here's Brown, whose pop fly went down the right field line in the 9th inning. Deflected away by the second baseman Donnie Murphy for a triple. Pitch on the way, and it's a high strike at the letters, 0-1 on Brown. It may have been the cheapest triple in Brown's career, but it certainly was the start to the Travs comeback in the 9th inning. Brown hit that triple, and then he scored on a passed ball on Damaso Espino, putting Terry Evans on base on a drop third strike.
Greg Porter would single, and Bobby Wilson knocked them both in with a double to dead center. Here's an 0-1 to Brown. And a swing and a ground ball into right field. A base hit. It brings Peel home, and it's 2-0. Wood will go first to third. And it's the same situation. First and third, still nobody out for Terry Evans. 2-0 Travs, 4 batters into the game. Beautiful piece of hitting by Brown. Taking a fastball from Musser, which was on the outside corner, and putting one of those inside-out swings and simply hitting a slow ground ball right to the hole at second base. Musser already has given up as many earned runs in 4 batters than he's given up in most of his starts. Coming into this game, Musser with a 195 earned run average. There have been only 3 games he's given up 2 runs or more. And only once has he given up 3 earned runs in a start. And already, even a fly ball here by Terry Evans will make it a 3-run inning. Still no outs. And there's Larry Carter, the Wichita pitching coach, on the mound talking with Musser. And Carter doesn't appear to be very happy with whatever Musser is telling him. Carter pointed out to the bullpen for a second before jogging into the third base dugout. The plate umpire, Joe Maiden, stays on the mound. A couple of words with Tupman, the catcher, and Musser. Evans standing outside the batter's circle, waiting to get his pitch. Terry in his third game with the Travs, 2 for 9 in the series. Struck out of the 9th inning yesterday on a drop third strike, but reached anyway, thanks to Damaso Espino's pass ball. The play for 2 on the infield, and Musser's pitch to Evans is low. Ball 1. Terry has proven to be a pretty deft center fielder in just 2 games. Was very rangy out there and has provided some power with a home run in his first game as a Traveler over the left center field scoreboard. Musser getting a look at first. Brown leads off the pitch. Evans hits a double play ball to short, taken by Sanchez over to Murphy for the out. The relay to first is in time for the double play, but it does bring home Wood from third to make it 3-0. No RBI for Evans on the 6-4-3 twin killing, but you know what? At least he didn't strike out. Strikeout does nothing, and then the double play would end the inning, leaving Wood at third. So it's 3-0 Travs. Now Greg Porter stands in, and the base is empty, and 3 runs are home. Porter had a single in the 9th inning yesterday, extending that hit streak to 8 games in a row. Here's a pitch to the lefty. Bouncer over the mound. Second baseman has a play. Murphy back in, sets his feet, and throws Porter out. Travs will settle for a 3-run inning. 3 runs on 3 base hits. There was an error, and nobody left on base. Travelers in front, 3 runs going into the bottom of the first inning here on Air America Little Rock, 1380 KDXE.
National Baseball Hall of Fame member Hank Greenberg worked as the general manager of the Cleveland Indians after his playing days were over with the Detroit Tigers. One off-season, contracts were sent out to all the players on the team for their signatures. Several weeks later, Greenberg received an unsigned contract from one player. He sent a telegram to the player. It said, "In your haste to accept the terms, you forgot to sign the contract." A telegram from the player arrived the next day. It read, "In your haste to give me a raise, you put in the wrong figures." I'm Mark Evans, pastor of the Church of Rock Creek. But remember, today, in all your relationships, your perspective changes the way you look at life.
The Church at Rock Creek has 4 weekend services. Worship times are Sunday mornings at 8 a.m., 9:30 a.m., and 11 a.m., and Monday night at 7 p.m. For more information, call 225-8684 or look on the web at www.churchatrockcreek.org.
We've got a crazy fan on the field here, folks.
He's wearing more body paint than a Mustang, Bob.
Uh-oh, here come the refs, but he's not slowing down. Fakes left, goes right, throws the straight arm. He's made it past the end zone.
Oh, say hello to Mr. Goalpost.
Sports injuries can be ugly, but with some of the best orthopedic physicians in the state, Baptist Health in Ortho, Arkansas deliver the kind of care that can help you get back on your feet and back to the games you love. For an athletic trainer or for more information, call Baptist Health Helpline, 227-8478.
Oh, he's going to feel that in the morning.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Well, Nick Green must be feeling pretty good as he comes to the mound at the bottom of the first with a 3-run lead. Travs get RBIs from Aaron Peel and Matt Brown, while Brandon Wood scores on a double play that Terry Evans bounced into. So Green, in his first start against the Wranglers, will try for his 3rd consecutive winning decision. Nick Green's 3 wins and a loss has beaten Midland, Springfield, and Tulsa, losing to Tulsa on June the 9th, but he got revenge against the Drillers last time out, July 4th, Tuesday, allowing 2 runs on 6 hits and a couple of walks in 6 2/3 in his 7-3 win. Green comes to the mound to face Chris Lubanski, leads off the bottom of the first. And here's the tall right-hander's first pitch. Lubanski will show bunt, but take a fastball for strike 1. Green has displayed a very good feel for pitching. Fastball, low 90s. Good slider, curve, and change combo. The 0-1 is a change-up inside, 1-1. Green standing 6'4". He's long and lean at 190 pounds, long arms, long legs, and just 21 years old. Here's the 1-1 to Lubanski. And the left-hand batter hits a drive to the deep right field corner with a chance to go. It's going to hit the top of the fence. Bounces away from Haynes towards center field. Lubanski has an easy triple as he touches second and jogs into third base standing up. And the Wranglers in business here in the bottom of the first on Lubanski's 5th triple of the year. So Lubanski with his 6th base hit of the series, his 5th that goes for extra bases. Line drive triple off the 330 marker in the right field corner. To bring up Ángel Sánchez. Green in his 6 starts has given up just 1 run in the first inning. And a ground ball up the middle will score a run. Corners will play back as well. Here's a pitch to Sánchez. Swinging a pop-up in a shallow center field. Devin Day, the second baseman, going out. He wants it. Day makes the catch, and Lubanski holds at third base. 1 away, and Sánchez unable to bring Lubanski home. That'll bring up Mitch Maier. This is where the Wranglers get into the meat of the order. And remember, the Wranglers are doing without their all-star third baseman, Alex Gordon, and their all-star right fielder, Billy Butler, both in Pittsburgh for today's Futures game, which starts at 3 o'clock Central Time. So that is 2 of the best hitters in the league that are not at the ballpark today. And Wichita, not as strong of an offense, certainly without those 2. And here's Maier, who's counted upon quite a bit. Pitch on the way. Swinging a hard grounder foul outside first. Strike 1. The Wranglers swinging early in the count here. With Maier sitting on a fastball and yanking it foul. Maier with 6 RBIs in the series. He had a 2 RBI game yesterday. Green comes home with a changeup. It's outside. A ball and a strike on Maier. 280 hitter. Maier has 10 homers. 2 in this series, and he's driven in 55. Green working from the stretch with Lubanski's third, 1 out. Pitch. Swing and a miss on a slider in the dirt. The backswing from Maier caught Bobby Wilson's catcher's mask. Didn't cause any damage. The mask fell off, and Wilson's fine. Count 1-2, and Green could go for a strikeout here. 28 strikeouts in 38 2/3 innings coming into the game against just 12 walks. And Maier does strike out quite a bit. And infield back, they'll give up a run for an out as the 1-2 is on the way. Inside and low, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 3-0 Travs, bottom of the first, but the Wranglers trying to answer. Chris Lubanski leadoff triple. And the top RBI man at the plate for Wichita. Pitch. Bringing a pop in a shallow left field. Peel underneath it. Lubanski will tag. Peel makes the catch. Here comes Lubanski. And the throw coming home. It will be not in time. Maier's sacrifice fly draws the Wranglers within 2. Knocks in his 7th run of the series. And Peel unable to throw him out. Would have taken a perfect throw. Lubanski has very good speed. And now Dee Brown will come up. Brown, a very respectful player, takes his bat and touches the shin guards of both the catcher Bobby Wilson and the plate umpire Joe Maiden. An interesting move as he stands in. Left-hand batter and a pitch from Green. He's outside for a ball. Brown missed the first 2 games of the series with a wrist injury, but he's come back with a vengeance with homers in each of the last 2 nights. The 1-0 was low, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes on Brown. Hit a 2-run homer yesterday. A solo shot in the second inning on Friday. Here's a 2-0. Swinging a foul ball in the air down the left side, out of play. 2-1. In fact, it's been Brown's first at-bat in each of the last 2 games of these homers. And Green, who has allowed 6 homers in 6 starts, has had a little bit of trouble with the gopher ball in his short time at Double-A, otherwise pitching well. Here's a 2-1 to Brown. And Dee hits a line drive to right field, but Nate Haynes is right there to make the catch to end the inning. So the Wranglers answer the Travs with 1 run on 1 base hit. They leave nobody. We'll go to the top of the second, and it's 3-1 Arkansas. Traveler Baseball returning after this commercial break on Air America Little Rock 1380 KDXE.
Did you know that more than 250 Arkansans are currently awaiting an organ transplant? And did you know that every 16 minutes, a new name is added to the organ transplant waiting list? You can help to reduce these numbers by registering to become an organ donor. Call the Arkansas Regional Organ Recovery Agency at 866-660-5433 or visit the Aurora website at www.arora.org to learn more. Become an organ donor. Give hope. In today's busy world, who has time for questions? Where to go, how to get there, what to eat? With over 30 locations in Central, North Central, and Northeast Arkansas, Double D's has the answers. Double D's makes it easy to stop in and get on with your day, wherever you are. Start your day with Double D's Coffee Cafe. Gourmet coffee, better than most coffee houses. Grab lunch on the go with delicious selections from Quiznos, Pizza Pro, Baskin Robbins, Chester's Fried Chicken, or Subway. Clean your auto with a car wash. And all Double D's locations feature pay-at-the-pump technology, so you're back on the road in no time. Make the most of your time and stop worrying about life's little questions. We've got the answers at Double D's.
Dr. Pepper, the taste of originality, Dr. Pepper. Balloon individuality, Dr. Pepper. Do what you do, your moment has come. You're not like anyone. Nothing's better, Dr. Pepper.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Back at the yard here in Lawrence Dumont Stadium, right along the banks of the Arkansas River. It's much smaller than it is in Little Rock, although the McClellan-Kerr navigation system carries the larger portion of the river around town so the barges and the ships can get down towards Tulsa. If you come here to downtown Wichita, you take a look at the river, it does not look like the Arkansas River. There are sandbars protruding up and really just about a foot of water in that riverbed. Travelers have a 3-1 lead with Bobby Wilson leading off the second. Neal Musser delivers a first pitch fastball at the letters for a strike. Wilson's made a living against the Wranglers this year, not just with his game-winning 2-run double in the ninth yesterday, but really over the course of the season. Wilson batting .447 against them. A swing into the 0-1, and it's fouled back into the press box, almost taking off the head of the writer from the Wichita Eagle, who is sitting over there wearing his Indianapolis Colts hat. And now an 0-2 on the way. And Wilson is hit by the pitch. Musser tried to come inside, but he gets it on Wilson's left foot, and Bobby will take that and head to first base. Leadoff man aboard for the second inning in a row. Musser, who's exhibited pretty good control, has not had great control here in his first 7 batters. He's issued a walk and now hits a man. It's just the second batter Musser has hit in his 7 starts in the Texas League, and now Matt Pauley standing in. Left end batting, Pauley waiting. Pitch on the way, and he lines a base hit into center field. Holding at second base is Wilson, with Maier's throw going to third. The Travelers continuing their pounding of Neal Musser. That is the 4th base hit off of Musser. Nobody out in the second, and Devin Day standing in. Day has also struggled this year, hitting just 185, but against the Wranglers, Devin hitting .364, 4 for 11 with 1 of his 2 home runs with the Travs. Devin getting his first start in almost a week. He last played Monday in a game against the Tulsa Drillers, where he was 1 for 4 with a double. Corner's expecting a sac bunt. Pitch today. There's a fastball for strike 1 on the inside corner, and Day did not shorten up. This would be a perfect opportunity to drop down a sacrifice, with Day 1 for his last 27. And the top of the order waiting. Musser's pitch. Now Day squares around. Got the bunt down. This will move the runners up. Musser has 1 play. It's at first. He throws in time for the out. And Day's sacrifice with the out recorded 1-3 moves Wilson to third and Pauley to second. Well, you get those first 2 runners on and keep the pressure on Musser. We had a little bit of the pressure removed after the Wranglers got a run on the bottom of the first, answering the Travs' 3-run rally. But now Arkansas can push ahead by 4. If Nathan Haynes comes through the base hit, the infield draws in, and on the AstroTurf surface, it's not all the way up. They're about even with a baseline to pitch. And Haynes takes a slider, low, ball one. Haynes, a single in the first inning. Now with hits in 3 of his last 5 at-bats. He came around to score in the Aaron Peel double to make it a 1-0 score. Now the Travelers lead 3-1 to the second. At third base, Wilson. Paulie at second base on the 1-0 pitch. Curveball found to the outside corner for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. A lot of breaking stuff from Neal Musser. Slider and a curve, fastball in the high 80s, and a changeup as well. Has to hit the corners to be successful. Here's a 1-1. Haynes reached out and missed out a slider, strike 2. Not a great pitch to go after in that situation. Haynes looked like he pressed a little bit, forcing an attempt to put the ball in play. On deck, Aaron Peel. Count 1-2. And Musser working from the third base side of the rubber. Here it is. Haynes takes it outside. It almost got away from Tupman. Had to lunge out for that slider and bring it in. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Haynes. He's driven in 3 runs in his 15 games with the Travs. And an RBI single a couple of nights ago. Now Musser's 2-2. Is hit over third base. A base hit into left field. That'll score Wilson. Paulie is coming around third base as well. Here's Lubanski's throw cut off. And they'll throw to second base, getting Haynes caught in a rundown. Haynes running back to first where the flip will be tagged out by Kila Ka'aihue. Wilson and Paulie both score on Haynes' single, and that'll make it 5-1. Now that was a beautiful piece of hitting by Haynes as Musser attacked the outside corner with a fastball, and Haynes just reaches out and pokes it between third and short for a 2-run single. So Haynes 2 for 2, but he's caught between second and third. That play goes 7-5. 6-3 for the out between first and second, but really the Travs have really pounded Musser. Now Peel the batter, pitch on the way, and it's a strike on the inside corner, 0-1. A good throw up by Lubanski coming to the plate. It looked like they may have had a shot to throw Paulie out. Now the 0-1 to Peel, and that's up high, 1 ball, 1 strike, but instead Kime, the third baseman, cut it off. Obviously he was told to cut it off by his catcher Tupman. Now the 1-1 to Peel. That's the breaking ball that's found the outside corner, strike 2. Peel's RBI double in the first made it a 1-0 score, but the Travelers now have 5 runs on 5 base hits, sending 10 men to the plate. Now the 1-2 pitch. Peel takes the curve in the dirt. It's 2-2. Musser has now given up more runs in 1 game, really in just 2 innings, than he had in his previous 2 starts combined, at least going by earned runs. 2-2 pitch. Peel is swinging a liner foul over Ye Old Beer Garden past the Arkansas bullpen in right field. Musser had given up only 3 runs in his first 4 starts. 6 runs total over the last 2, 5 of them earned. With things falling apart for Neal Musser today. 5-1 Travelers in the second. The 2-2 pitch to Peel. And it hit him. Got him on his left knee. And it's the second time Peel is hit by a pitch in the series, and he jogs to first, and this is obvious. Neal Musser does not have good stuff today. That is the second batter he has hit in the inning. Both of them on 2-strike counts. He hit Bobby Wilson to start the inning on an 0-2 pitch. And then on 2-2 to Peel, he puts on his 4th base runner of the inning. So the Travs have sent 11 men to the plate. And that's 5 hits and 3 batters that Musser has put on himself. That's 8 batters reaching out of 11 hitters overall. Now Brandon Wood standing in. Peel at first and 2 outs. Peel did seem to be affected by that fastball that got him on the knee. He's wincing in pain as he leads away with Ka'aihue holding. Musser getting a good look at Peel, and here's the pitch to Wood. Swinging a hard ground ball to third, backhand by Kime. He'll straighten up, a long throw to first base. Nice dig out of the dirt by Kila Ka'aihue, and that'll end the second inning. Travelers, however, get a 2-run single by Nathan Haynes. 2 runs come home in the second on 2 hits. No errors and a runner stranded. We'll go to the bottom of the second, and the Travs have a 5-1 lead over Wichita. This is Traveler Baseball on Air America, Little Rock, 1380 KDXE.
The romance begins at Cupid's. Choose from Central Arkansas's largest selection of apparel and lingerie in every size, style, and color. And don't forget the wide selection of menswear, toys, massage oil, and lotion. It's Cupid's Lingerie and more. 2585 Donaghy Street in the Townsend Plaza, Conway, 65th and Scott Hamilton, and 9700 North Rodney Perelman in Little Rock, plus 3360 Central Avenue in Hot Springs. Just look for the purple neon hearts, and you'll know you're in the right place. Cupid's Lingerie and more.
Hey, fans, it's easy to get discount tickets to Travs games all year thanks to Ready Ice. Arkansas's #1 ice company, Ruddy Ice, presents Ruddy Ice Wednesdays at Ray Winder Field. Just pick up a discount coupon for any Wednesday Travs home game anywhere Ruddy Ice is sold, like most Shell and Exxon gas stations. Bring the coupons to the Travs box office for $3 general admission tickets to any Wednesday home game. That's Ruddy Ice Wednesdays at Ray Winder Field all season long. Thanks to Arkansas's #1 ice company, Ruddy Ice.
Emergency hotline, can I help you?
Yes, I need help.
All right, sir, what's the problem?
I can't taste my beer. I feel it in my mouth, but there's no taste.
Okay, sir, this is what I want you to do. Put the bottle down and step away from the beer.
Okay.
Walk straight to the corner store and pick up a 6-pack of Miller Lite.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's going to be all right.
Next time, try the light beer that actually tastes like beer. Great tasting, less filling Miller Lite. Miller, good call. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Travs are ahead 5-1 as they go into the field for the bottom of the second inning, and the Wranglers have the #5 batter, Donnie Murphy, leading off. Nick Green has 5 runs of offense to work with. He gave up a run at the bottom of the first. Chris Lubanski had a leadoff triple and came home on a Mitch Maier sac fly. Murphy, a right-hand batter, fouls the first pitch straight back to the net, and it's 0-1. Murphy 0 for 4 last night. A .220 batting average with 6 homers and 25 RBI. And Green working quickly, back with the 0-1 pitch. The curveball just at the letters of strike, and it's 0-2. Late strike call there from Joe Maiden. Looked like he thought about it for a split second. Matt Tupman on deck, and then Ka'aihue. Here's Green's 0-2. Check swing on a slider in the dirt. They'll appeal, but he didn't go. Ball 1. Murphy a home run a couple of nights ago, one of 66 this year that went to dead center. Murphy's had a tough season, hamstring injuries limiting him to 58 games. He's missed about a third of the year. The 1-2 hit high to left center field and hit very well. Aaron Peel going back to the warning track, and that ball is gone. It hits the scoreboard. Donnie Murphy's second home run of this series. Leads off the second inning, and the Wranglers get within 3, 5-2. So Green allows the leadoff batter to reach for the second inning in a row, and it's a big base hit for the second straight inning. Lubanski had a leadoff triple in the first, and Murphy goes deep to start the second. 7th homer off of Nick in 7 starts. And now Matt Tupman will stand in. Tupman, a starting catcher, a left-hand batter. Green's pitch is bunted in the air, but foul, dropping in the third base foul territory for strike 1. Well, we may have the makings of a slugfest on our hands today, folks. Already 7 runs and 7 base hits, just an inning and a third in. Here's the 0-1. And there's a strike at the knees, 0-2 to Tupman. Tupman, a .297 hitter, mostly singles, 1 homer, 29 RBIs, just 10 extra base hits. The 0-2 fastball, loose foul into the left field bullpen. Tupman hitting .500 in the series, 6 for 12. All 6 hits are singles, 2 of them infield hits. Tough to strike him out. He chokes up, and he's going to have a nice 2-strike approach. Green's pitch is popped out of play down the left field line again with Peel giving chase, but no chance to get after him. Still no balls, 2 strikes, with Tupman fouling off 3 of 4 pitches. Very heavy cloud cover today, and there is a chance of rain as we get into the mid-inning. As of now, no rain. Another 0-2 from Green. Tupman fouled it back, reached out for a fastball, and poked it over the press box. Travis may be driving in the rain down I-35 into Tulsa and then down I-40 on the luxury liner. Hey, you never know it's raining on the luxury liner. 0-2, a chopper to first base. It'll stay fair and picked up by Matt Pauley right at the bag. Easy put out, 1 away. So Green gets the first out, and Kila Ka'aihue will stand in. Ka'aihue, the final batter of last night's game, lined out to left field. Finished the game 0 for 4 and lowered his average to 182. Everyday first baseman still without a home run. And just 10 extra base hits, all doubles. Big left-hander, and here's Green's pitch. Fastball high and away, 1-0. 5-2 Travelers here in the bottom of the second. The teams have scored in every inning so far. It's still early. Green's 1-0. Missed outside, ball 2 to Ka'aihue. On deck, Adam Kine. The windup in the 2-0 pitch. The swing and a pop-up in foul territory at third base. They will have a play. Bobby Wilson giving way to Matt Brown. Brown is there to make the catch for out number 2. Ka'aihue now 2 for 10 in the series. And Adam Kime stands in. Kime with maybe the biggest hit of this series as far as the Wranglers are concerned. A walk-off 3-run homer on Thursday night as the Wranglers were down to their final strike. Here's Green's pitch. Time a pop-up on the infield. This will get Green out of the inning. It's behind the plate. Wilson tosses the mask aside and makes the catch right next to the on-deck circle, and the inning comes to a close. Green recovers after the leadoff homer by Donnie Murphy. The Wranglers get the 1 run on 1 hit. After 2 innings, Travelers 5, Wranglers 2. Going into the third on Air America Little Rock 1380 KDXE.
Is your house looking a bit under the weather? Have extreme weather conditions taken their toll on your home's exterior? The solution isn't more paint. It's weather-resistant vinyl siding from Sears Home Central. Call Sears now for a free in-home estimate at 1-800-531-7785. Sears vinyl siding resists tough weather and keeps your home looking great for years. It has the attractive look of freshly painted wood, yet you'll never need to scrape and paint your home again because vinyl siding from Sears is virtually maintenance-free. Best of all, Sears makes getting your new siding job easy and affordable. Just call Sears now for your free in-home estimate at 1-800-531-7785. Not available in all areas. Services and materials provided by a Sears authorized contractor. License numbers available on request. So if your house is looking under the weather, call Sears for vinyl siding now. 1-800-531-7785. That's 1-800-531-7785.
Claude Markham on working in the United States Navy.
I'm an aviation ordnanceman, 2nd class. It's an indescribable feeling being up on the flight deck and just being next to them, pulling the pin from the weapon launcher before they take off. It's a big rush inside, and not many people my age can do the job that I do out in the outside at such a young age.
Most jobs reveal what you do. Ours reveal who you are. To learn more, check out Navy.com or call 1-800-USA-NAVY. Navy. Accelerate your life.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Well, a couple of offensive innings as the Travelers score 5 in the first 2. The Wranglers get 2. Arkansas back to the plate, top of the third against Neal Musser. Musser's allowed over half of the 12 batters he has faced to reach. 8 of 12 have been on base against him. And Matt Brown leads off the third. And Musser comes home. Brown will take it outside for ball 1. Brownie an RBI single in the first inning. Now with 45 runs batted in on the year, pushing his average close to 300. He started today 298. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss by Brown. 1 ball, 1 strike. Brown still seems to be a little bit under the radar. You don't hear too many things about Matt across the minors. Scouts really love this kid. Here's a 1-1. And it's up high and got behind the catcher, Tupman. Ball 2. Brown has batted behind Brandon Wood all season. And one of the main reasons Wood has scored 52 runs, actually 53 now. Here's a 2-1 pitch. In the dirt, ball 3. 3-1 on Brown. Terry Evans on deck, then Greg Porter. Brown has also provided some stout defense at third base. He's also one of these guys that if he went 0 for 4 one day, you wouldn't know it by talking to him after the game. You can really forget about a game just a few minutes after. Here's Musser's 3-1 pitch to Brown. And he walks him. It's inside, ball 4. Second walk from Musser. He's also hit 2 batters. Brown is on base for the second time as he drops the bat. And here comes Terry Evans. Terry, one of the few Traveler players to wear his Red Sox all the way to the knee. And he's just carrying on a tradition that the Springfield Cardinals and the rest of the St. Louis organization necessitates as a franchise rule. Every player on Springfield wears the socks up to the knee, and so Evans continues to do that with the Travs, even though nobody else does. Here's a pitch. Swinging a high fly ball, hitting to straightaway center, hit very deep. That one has a chance, and you can't kiss it goodbye. 2-run homer by Terry Evans. Dead center field, his second of the series, and that pushes the Traveler lead to 7-2. That ball may have seeded the clouds. It was so high in the air, you lost it in the clouds. And it went over the scoreboard. That's the second time that Evans has hit a home run over one of the two scoreboards here at Lawrence Dumont Stadium. There's a hand-operated scoreboard in left center and a video board just to the right of that hand-operated scoreboard. Evans' ball went over the video board, and by a mile. Now Greg Porter, the batter, and there's a strike on the outside corner, and it is 0-1. That is the 23rd home run of the year for Terry Evans, counting his time in the Texas League and Palm Beach in the Florida State League, as Porter checks a swing, and it did not go around to count 1 ball, 1 strike on Porter. Greg grounded out of the first, 0 for 1. Lefty versus lefty, and Musser comes back to the plate. Porter swings and bounces along the first base line. Slowly, Ka'aihue fields it and beats Porter to the base for the unassisted putout. Actually, that was the 24th home run for Terry Evans. He is the minor league leader with the 24 home runs. The Travelers have, I would think, more power in this lineup than maybe any other lineup in Double-A, maybe in minor league baseball. He's got last year's home run champion Brandon Wood, whose 19 homers would tie him for 5th in the minors, and the number 1 home run hitter in the minor leagues, Evans. Bobby Wilson, the batter, and a pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Evans now with 2 homers and 4 RBIs in the series, and goodness, the kid has some serious power. Now the 1-0 to Wilson, and swinging a foul ball straight back, 1 ball, 1 strike. Evans and Brandon Wood, they look so much alike. And you look at them, very tall and lean, and you wonder where the power comes from. They're much stronger than they look. I mean, yes, they're tall, but they also generate a lot of bat speed with very quick rings. Now the 1-1 to Bobby. Wilson takes in the dirt, and it's 2-1. Travelers now out to a 5-run lead, scoring no less than 2 runs in all 3 innings. And the homer by Evans is the first homer of the day. At least by the Travs. Murphy of the Wranglers hit a homer of the second. 2-1 to Wilson, almost hit him. Low and inside, ball 3. Wilson was hit by a pitch in the second, and he came around to score on the 2-run single by Nathan Haynes. Musser does not have good stuff today, but nobody warming up. 3-1 pitch, and he walked him inside. Third walk from Musser. Second of the inning, and now Matt Pauley will come up, and the Wranglers are going to have to get somebody warming up in the bullpen shortly. Musser's been one of their hammers in the starting rotation. He won all 4 of his decisions in 6 starts coming into this game. It included 2 games where he did not allow a run in 6 innings and 7 innings. One of those games against the Travs. Here's Pauley. Musser tries a curve, and he misses low. Ball 1. Still nobody warming up in that Wrangler bullpen. Pauley singled in the second, sending Wilson to second base. Then when Devin Day pushed him up with a sac bunt, Pauley scored on the Haynes hit. There's a slider, and that found the outside corner for a strike from Musser. 1 ball, 1 strike on Matt Pauley, who now has 5 hits and 13 at-bats over the series. He sat out yesterday, giving Greg Porter a start at first base. Musser sets and delivers. Pauley fouls it off in the air, strike 2. 7 runs on 6 base hits for the Travs. And already 8 of the 9 players have done something positive. Only Devin Day and Greg Porter haven't reached, but Day put down a sac bunt, which equaled a 2-run single from Nathan Haynes. Now the 1-2 pitch, and Pauley bounces it foul outside first base. Haynes 2 for 2. A run scored, 2 RBIs. Aaron Peel on base twice with a double. Hit by a pitch. Brandon Wood walked and scored. Brown on base twice. A run scoring single and a walk. 1-2 to Pauley. Swing and a miss on a curve, and he is the first strikeout victim for Neal Musser. 2 away in the 3rd inning. Terry Evans a 2-run homer here in this inning. Wilson on base twice, hit by a pitch and a walk. Pauley now 1 for 2, and here comes Devin Day. Day getting the start at second base in place of Eric Rodland. Rodland had played 7 consecutive games. He had missed quite a bit of time. Rodland hadn't been playing more than 3 games in a row for a while with a cold quad. Day fouls the first pitch back, and it's strike 1 on Devin. Day no longer playing the outfield with the addition of Terry Evans and Nathan Haynes. They had been an everyday outfielder for about a week. And now he's back to his backup role on the infield. The 0-1. Curveball from Musser, strike 2 on the inside corner, and he apparently has now found the release point. throwing strikes in each of his last 8 pitches. Now the 0-2 to Day. Swinging a hard grounder, hits Musser's foot. He's hurt. It goes to third base. Ka'aihue makes the play and throws him out. And that'll end the inning. Great play by Ka'aihue. That goes 1-5-3. But Musser limps off the field. And that hit him pretty solidly on the top of his left foot. Ouch. Travelers get 2 runs in the third inning on the 2-run homer by Terry Evans. And they leave a man on base. Travelers take a 7-2 lead into the last of the third on Air America Little Rock 1380 KDXE.
From the hilltops of Atlanta to the California sand. Come on, one day across the nation, yeah. I'm a burrito with every
Most Burritos, 2834 North Hills Boulevard in North Little Rock by Kroger's in North Hills and McCain. Go your own way with National Car Rental. Take a one-tank trip and discover Arkansas. National's great weekend special is just what you need for a trip to the Ozarks. Or get your friends together and rent a minivan to historic Eureka Springs. National offers a wide choice of sizes and styles, from luxury cars to vans and sport utility vehicles. Unlimited mileage rates are available. National Car Rental has 2 convenient locations, Little Rock Airport and North Little Rock at 3919 Black Avenue. See National Car Rental's ad in the Yellow Pages. Go your own way with National Car Rental.
1, 2, 3.
We're at the supermarket checking out shopping lists.
Oh, here's mine.
Let's see. Milk, cheese, yogurt, ding, ding, ding.
Oh, do I win?
Well, actually, you probably lose.
What?
Lose inches.
Oh.
These studies show that people following a proper reduced calorie diet that included 3 servings of milk, cheese, or yogurt every day had better weight loss results and trimmed more from their waistline than if they just cut calories alone. So eat 3 cool, creamy servings of milk, cheese, or yogurt a day.
Wow, I consider that a win.
Have you had your 3 today?
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Travelers ahead by 5 runs, largest lead of the afternoon, 7-2. We come to the bottom of the third. We're still looking for our first scoreless half inning of the ball game. Nick Green comes home to Damaso Espino, and Green's fastball right on the inside corner for a called strike. Green has allowed the leadoff man to reach in the last 2 innings. They've each scored. Lubanski a triple in the first, Murphy a home run in the second. Green's 0-1 is a little outside, a ball and a strike. Espino, the designated hitter today with Billy Butler and Alex Gordon in Pittsburgh for the Futures game. Right-hand batter, and the 1-1 pitch is popped out of play for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the 9-hitter. Espino was the starting catcher yesterday, finished 0 for 3, but it wasn't what happened at the plate where Espino hurt his team. A drop, 3rd strike in the 9th inning, allowed the Travelers' inning to continue, and Terry Evans was that man who struck out. He represented the tying run and scored. There's a comebacker, easy play, ground. Green throws to first for the out. Did I just call him Ground? I don't know anybody named Ground. 1 away, and Green play getting Espino to ground out. 4 consecutive outs recorded by Green. And now he goes up against Lubanski, who hit a triple off the right field corner to start the bottom of the first. He would score on a sac fly by Mitch Maier. Lubanski now 6 for 17 of the series with 5 extra base hits. Former first-round pick out of Pennsylvania takes a pitch outside for a ball. He was the 2003 Gatorade High School Player of the Year for the country. And the fastball is high, and it's 2-0. Rated as one of the top 5 high school prospects that year by Baseball America, and he did not disappoint last year, leading the California League in RBIs. Here's a 2-0 to Lubanski, and Green misses with 3 in a row. That was low, ball 3. Ángel Sánchez on deck. Green has 1 out, nobody on, and a 7-2 lead in the third. And now the pitch. And he walks him on 4 straight. That fastball missed under the knees, and Lubanski is aboard. First free base issued by Nick Green. And now Ángel Sánchez will stand in. Sánchez popped out in the first inning, leaving Lubanski at third base, but Maier brought him home anyway. Green going from the stretch. And the pitch to Sánchez is swung on and fouled straight back. 0-1. Trav 7 runs on 6 hits, no errors. Wranglers numbers 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 error. Lubanski short lead at first. And the pitch. Fastball as a strike on the inside corner, and Green is ahead 0-2 on Sanchez. Sanchez led the minor leagues in hits last year. He's hitting .281 this season. Here's the 0-2. Swinging a foul tip, and it bounced off Bobby Wilson's left shin guard. Still no balls, 2 strikes on Sanchez. Sanchez, a member of the 40-man roster of the Kansas City Royals. You expect to see him in the major leagues at some point. Angel Baroa, however, has been playing pretty well for the Royals, another former Wrangler. Green, a high set, his pitch. Swung on and hit into the gap in left center field. Sending Evans after it, and he can't get there. It falls to the side. Sanchez has a double as Lubanski goes first to third. Green having some trouble putting batters away. Out of the 3 base hits he's given up, 2 of them have come on 2-strike pitches. That was 0-2 to Sanchez, and he pulled it into the left center field gap for his 15th double. Donnie Murphy's homer came on a 1-2 count.
Mitch Maier.
Now Mitch Maier standing in. Green still has not thrown a scoreless inning. He's allowed 2 runs and in 2 2/3. 2 1/3. And a ground ball will score a run. Maier's been Mr. RBI for the Wranglers with 7 of them in this series. Left-hand batters and the pitch. Hit in the air towards center field. Hit well, but Evans has a beat on it. Drifting towards the track, he makes the catch. Lubanski tags from third and scores. Going to third base, Sanchez. That'll make it a 4-run lead for the Travelers, 7-3 on Maier's second sacrifice fly of the day.
Now batting for the Wranglers, the right fielder, number 32, Dee Brown.
57th RBI for Mitch Maier. And that is the 20th RBI he has recorded against Arkansas. So Green not having his best start, but it's a good thing the Travelers' offense is clicking. 7 runs in the first 3 innings for the Travs. And now Dee Brown stands into the plate for Wichita. And a pitch on the way. Fastball popped out of play for a strike. Brown hit a solid line drive in the first inning, but he hit it right to Nathan Haynes in right field. And Brown now 3 for 9 in the series with a couple of homers. Green has to be careful against Dee Brown. And once he gets to 2 strikes, he'll need to be doubly careful. Here's the 0-1 to the left-hander. A swing and a bouncing ball towards short. Nice play by Wood. Got it before the second hop, and he throws Brown out at first to end the 3rd inning. Wranglers get a run on 1 base hit, stranding a man at third base. 3 innings in the books. And we're going to the 4th with the Travelers leading 7-3 on Air America Little Rock, 1380 KDXE.
You signaled your turn. You merged without cutting anyone off. You stopped because the light was red. Through rain and sleet, through dark of night, 365 1/4 days a year, you drive safely. Now Allstate rewards you for being the hero you are. Introducing the Safe Driving Bonus. For every 6 months you don't have an accident, Allstate will give you an extra bonus. Actual cash off your renewal bill. That's on top of any discounts you've already received. It's time to make the world a better place to drive. That's Allstate stands. Are you in good hands?
Get Allstate Your Choice Auto Insurance today. Call a local Allstate agent or 1-800-ALLSTATE. You can start earning your safe driving bonus the day you sign up. Features optional and subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Patent pending. Allstate Property and Casualty Insurance Company. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company, Northbrook, Illinois.
Get out today and hit the links. Stone Lakes. Stone Lakes Golf Course is rated as one of the best public courses in the state. Sporting beautiful bent grass greens, plus lush fairways and tees. Stone Lakes has matured over the past 3 years into a true test of golf. Stone Lakes features reasonable green speeds and 18 lake-style holes located 1 mile off I-440 on Faulkner Lake Road. Call 945-0945 for Stone Lakes or visit online at stonelakes.net.
Bush isn't a disease. Bush is a symptom.
Welcome to the cure.
Air America Little Rock, 1380 KDXE, North Little Rock.
3 3 innings in the big bad scorebook, and it's been 3 big bad innings as far as hitting is concerned. Travelers 7 runs on 6 base hits, no errors. Arkansas has stranded 2 runners. The Wranglers 3 runs, 3 hits, 1 error, leaving 1 man on base. Here in the top of the 4th, you're at the top of the Travelers order with Nathan Haynes against Neal Musser. Musser returning after he was hit on the foot by a ground ball in the 3rd inning. And his pitch to Haynes is high for ball 1. Musser, all 7 runs earned, 6 hits. Haynes has 2 singles and a 2-run single in the 2nd. The pitch, and it dropped on the inside corner, a curveball for strike 1. Haynes started the game with a line drive base hit to center and scored on Aaron Peel's double. And then Haynes brought home the 2 runs in the 2nd, and the 1-1. Haynes fouls it away. Hit the facade of the press level, and it's 1 ball and 2 strike on Haynes. All the Texas League games will be later tonight. 6:05 start time. Musser's 1-2 to Haynes. Tied, 2-2. Corpus Christi hosting Frisco. Chance Douglas looking for his 7th win. He's pitched very well recently. He won the Texas League Pitcher of the Week award 2 weeks ago. 2-2 to Haynes. Curve into the dirt, and Musser now has a full count. The Hooks starting today with a 3-game lead over second-place San Antonio, and the Missions have the Midland Rockhounds at the Wolf at 6:05. Here's a 3-2 to Haynes. Bringing a hard grounder to second base, but Murphy will handle that. And he throws Haynes out. That's the first Traveler leadoff man set down. 1 away in the 4th inning, and Aaron Peel coming up. Also 6:05 at Tulsa, with the Drillers losing 5 in a row. Springfield has won 4 straight, and they have identical 6-10 records. And the Cardinals have dominated the Tulsa Drillers this year. Been surprising. Here's Peel. Pitch to Aaron. He's up high, ball 1. Peel a double, a driver run home in the 1st, and he was hit by a pitch in the 2nd, but was stranded. The 1-0 from Musser. And it almost hit Peel. Up at his head, and he ducked away, and it glanced off the catcher's mitt. 2 balls, no strikes. Springfield has beaten Tulsa 14 of 18 games. And still the Drillers took 3 of 5 from the Cardinals, and they split the 4-game series when the Cardinals needed to win 3 of 4 in the end of the 1st half. There's a strike to Peel, 2-1 the count. Musser back to the plate. Peel is swinging a miss at a high fastball. Musser has now set down 3 in a row, his longest such streak of the game. And I was a little surprised to see him come back out for the 4th inning after he took that hard grounder from Day off his foot. 2-2 pitch. Peel is swinging a pop-up on a curve. Third baseman gives way to Sanchez, and he'll make the catch, and that's 2 outs in the 4th inning.
Now batting for the Travelers. It's today's finest up game man.
2 away and nobody on, and Brandon Wood coming up. Wood took a walk in the 1st, scored on Matt Brown's base hit, scored on the double play that Terry Evans hit into. And Wood a ground out in the 2nd, 2 for 17 in the series. And here's a pitch. Bringing a high fly ball to deep right. Dee Brown going back towards the warning track, looking up at the wall. It's off the fence. And Wood has an easy double as he coasts into 2nd with his league-high 31st double of the year. Right center field is about 385 feet away from home plate. Wood hit it 385 feet. And now Matt Brown will come up to the plate with a chance to push the Travs back ahead by 5. 7-3 Arkansas here in the 4th. Over the first 3 innings, there hasn't been a single scoreless half inning. Brown, an RBI single in the 1st, a walk in the 3rd. Pitch in the dirt, but dug out by Tupman, ball 1. Base hit by Wood is the Travs' 7th of the game. 3rd to go for extra bases, along with Peel's double in the 1st and Terry Evans' homer in the 3rd. Musser checking Wood, no one holding. Here's the pitch. Brown takes the slider for strike 1. Musser still going to his breaking pitches when he needs a strike. Does not seem to trust his fastball very much, but the fastball is what the Travs have been hitting. Now the 1-1 to Brown. The fastball hit in the air to right field, but it'll hang in the air for Brown. Dee is there, and Dee makes the catch, and the Travs go without a run here in the fourth inning for the first time. No runs, one hit, and Wood stranded at second. Still, the Travelers lead 7-3 as we go to the last of the fourth on Air America Little Rock 1380 KDXE.
Want to buy a new car? Take a dream vacation, remodel your home, or finance just about anything? You can use the equity in your home to make it happen. Right now, Arkansas Federal Credit Union has a home equity line of credit with a 4-month fixed rate as low as 4.5% annual percentage rate with absolutely no fees. Plus, it's easier than ever to access your home equity loan using Arkansas Federal's Visa Platinum credit card. No checks, no hassles. Apply online at afcu.org or call 982-1000.
Coca-Cola, this is Mitchell. My friend's brother is a molecular biologist, and he was saying the only way you could have gotten Coke Zero to taste like the regular Coke was to engineer it in space. I would not. Well, no, but think about the whole zero factor, like zero gravity. It makes perfect sense. Zero is for the 0 calories. To stop pretending that you don't engineer Coke Zero in space. Can you do that? I wish I could speculate on that, sir. The next launch. I just want the time for the next launch.
Coca-Cola Zero. Real Coke taste, 0 calories.
For 30 seasons, Jim Elder was the radio voice of the Arkansas Travelers. Fans knew him as the human encyclopedia of sports knowledge from baseball to horse racing to football. Jim knew it all, but Jim Elder was about much more than sports. He also loved to help kids, and that's why his friends and family started the Jim Elder Good Sport Fund. The fund helps organizations that teach kids about life through sports, like Parks, RBI Baseball at Lamar Porter Field, the First Tee, Arkansas Sheriff's Youth Ranch, and kids clinics with the Arkansas Travelers. Jim Elder's legend will live on in Arkansas through the Jim Elder Good Sport Fund. See them online at jimelder.org.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Travs leading 7-3. We go to the last of the fourth at Lawrence Dumont Stadium with the sun finally peeking through the heavy cloud cover that has been on top of us since the end of last night's Traveler win. It did rain in the very early morning and before the game started. The game started 10 minutes late, and there's still a few patches of wet turf around the plate. It does appear that the turf that is here, the tarp at Lawrence Dumont Stadium, has a couple of holes in it. Donnie Murphy leads off the fourth inning. Nick Green comes home with a curveball and gets ahead with a strike. Murphy led off the second with a home run to left. His 7th home run of the year, second of the series. The 0-1 is popped out of play back this way, strike 2. Green hasn't had 3 strong innings here. A run in every inning. He's allowed 3 base hits, but all 3 hits go for extra bases. Chris Lubanski a triple, Murphy's home run, and a double by Ángel Sánchez. 0-2. Check swing, it's in the dirt, appeal. Denied at first, ball 1. Murphy followed by Matt Tupman and Kila Ka'aihue here in the fourth. Travs went without a run for the first time at the top of the fourth. And now Green looking for his first shutout inning of the day. He needs it. Here's the 1-2 pitch. A swing and a high fly down the right field line, shallow. Matt Pauley giving way to the right fielder, Haynes. Haynes is there, and he makes the catch. You can hear Haynes from up here in the press box shouting towards Devin Day and Matt Pauley, I got it, I got it. And one of the things about Haynes making him a good outfielder, he will communicate. His center field instincts taking over. 1 out. Green has set down 3 in a row since the Sanchez double. And now Matt Tupman stands in. Tupman a ground out in the second. And a pitch. Bringing a high fly to shallow center. And there is Terry Evans underneath it to make the catch. 2 quick outs in the fourth inning, and Ka'aihue is next. Travs returning to town tomorrow. San Antonio in town. Pick up a discount ticket on the Democrat Gazette sports section. Missions will be in town till Thursday. Then the South Division champion Corpus Christi Hooks come to Little Rock. Ka'aihue is 0 for 1. Green's pitch is high, 1-0. Ka'aihue now 2 for 10 in the series. His average around 180. And the 1-0 pitch. It's low, ball 2, 2-0. Ka'aihue against the Travelers is 6 for 40. He's under his season average. He's batting 150 against Arkansas. The 2-0. Ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. He can't quite figure out how a batter hitting 182 gets 3 pitches out of the strike zone. And Green now coming back to the plate. And there's a strike. He put it on the outside corner. Adam Keim is on deck. Green could really use a perfect inning here. Shakes off the sign, now back to work with a 3-1 pitch. Ka'aihue takes a strike at the letters, and again the plate umpire Maiden took an extra split second to think about that. Ka'aihue thought he had ball 4. Reluctantly, Ka'aihue steps back in, and Green comes home with a payoff pitch. Swinging a line drive to left field, but Aaron Peel is right there to make the catch. And the 4th inning comes to a close. Green, a 1-2-3 frame. We'll go to the 5th. Travelers 7, Wranglers 3 on Air America Little Rock 1380 KDXE.
My mother said, no daughter of mine is driving a truck. I'm an 18-wheeling, double-clutching lady truck driver. There's nothing else I'd rather be doing. BC powder is this trucker's best friend. My day starts at 4 a.m. and it ends 12 hours later. Out here on the road, there's a million things that's happening at once. I take BC for stress headache, backache. I just can't pull over when my head's pounding. The reason I take BC is because it's fast and it works. I'm Carolyn from Ashbury, NC, and my pain reliever is BC.
Use direct. Pro knows your patient. You've had your eye on a certain green and yellow tractor for some time now. But here's a thought. Visit your local John Deere dealer for an innocent test drive. Sit in that yellow seat and feel that rugged quality. Then run the numbers. You may find you've underrated the value of a John Deere and overrated the value of patience. After all, nothing runs like a Deere. Test drive the John Deere of your choice today at Ag Pro Central Arkansas, 10504 Maumelle Boulevard, North Little Rock.
Of all the days of the week, it seems that Mondays are everybody's least favorite day. Well, the Travs and the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette have a reason for baseball fans to look forward to Mondays. That's because Mondays are Democrat-Gazette family night here at the ballpark. You just pick up a copy of Monday's Democrat-Gazette, and you'll find a discount family ticket right there in the sports section. That's right. It's a coupon that admits the whole family for just $2 a person. Hey, Mondays don't sound so bad anymore.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Travelers 7, Wranglers 3. We go to the top of the 5th after the first shutout inning by each team. Nick Green with a 1-2-3 bottom of the 4th. Neal Musser, the starter for Wichita, allowed a 2-out double by Brandon Wood in the 4th inning, but stranded him. Leading off the 5th inning is Terry Evans. Evans, who powered a 2-run homer over the left center field video board last time up. Now the minor league leader with 24 home runs. 2 of them with the Travelers. He had 7 with Springfield. And a pitch on the way. Evans takes a slider for a called strike. Terry is responsible for 3 runs today. He bounced into a double play in the 1st inning, scoring Brandon Wood, but of course you don't get the credit for the RBI in a double play. Here's the 0-1, and Evans swings through a high fastball and misses 0-2. There's 24 homers now this year. Terry Evans has over half of his homer total from the last 4 years. The 0-2. Swinging a ground ball up the middle and a base hit into center field. Musser went with that slider again, but it hung in the strike zone, and he's lucky Evans didn't crush it. Instead, a 2-strike swing, and Terry is content with his second base hit of the day. Terry hit 40 homers over his first 4 professional seasons, never more than 15 in 1 year, and only 8 homers with Palm Beach in 2005. But in just over half a season, he has blossomed into one of the top players in the Texas League. And Evans with very good speed. 5 steals in the Texas League, 15 in Palm Beach. And the pitch to Greg Porter is cut on and missed on a big curveball, strike 1. Travs 7, Wranglers 3. Porter is 0 for 2. A ground out in the 1st, and a bounce out of the 3rd. 289 hitter coming into the game with 12 homers. The pitch is high, a fastball to Porter, 1 ball, 1 strike. Back at the designated hitter role, and Porter will be at for most of the second half of the year. Evans a short lead, hands on his knees, and Musser throws over anyway, and Evans walks back. By the way, Evans has been caught stealing just once. He was a perfect he stole 21 bases at Palm Beach and was caught 1 time. He's been caught stealing twice. So overall, another throw back over and Evans back in. 26 steals in 28 attempts for Terry Evans. The pitch, Evans going. It is a strike. The throw to second base is high, and Terry has a stolen base. balls and a strike on Greg Porter. Tupman's throw too high. And for Evans, another stolen base. And now here's a pitch to Porter. Swinging a chopper to first base. This will move Evans up. Behind the bag, Ka'aihue fields it and flips to Musser for the out at first. Evans advancing to third. So a one-out RBI opportunity for Bobby Wilson. Wilson hasn't even swung the bat yet today, but has been on base 2 times. Hit by an 0-2 count in the first. Scored on the Nathan Haynes single. And then in the third inning, Wilson took a base on ball. Infield to play for the out at home. Musser delivers. And Wilson takes a curve low, ball 1. Tramp leading by 4. The biggest lead has been 5 runs at a 7-2 lead of the last of the third. Musser's pitch. Wilson swings a fly ball to left field. Lubanski there to make the catch. Evans coming home, and he'll score easily. That'll make it 8-3 on Wilson's first RBI of the game, but still he doesn't have credit for an at-bat third plate appearance. And the third time he's done something positive, and that'll be his 33rd run batted in of the year. So 8 earned runs off of Neal Musser. That equals the amount of earned runs he had allowed in his previous 37 innings, which were all 37 innings he had pitched in the Texas League in 6 starts. Now it's Matt Pauley and 2 outs. The pitch high, ball 1. Pauley a single and a run scored in the second. Struck out swinging in the third. Lefty to lefty, the 1-0. And it's a slider down low, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes on Pauley. The Travs have now scored in 4 of 5 innings. That was the first sacrifice fly to bring home a run. The pitch. There's a slider at the knees and a strike to Pauley, and it's 2-1. Musser's 2-1 pitch. Pauley swings, pop fly, shallow right. Coming in, Dee Brown, and he'll get there. He'll make the catch. Travelers manage a run in the 5th on 1 base hit with Evans manufacturing it. Singles, steals second, goes to third and a ground out, comes home in a sac fly from Bobby Wilson. 8-3 Travs going to the last of the 5th on Air America Little Rock 1380 KDXE.
You know, to become the best barbecue restaurant in Little Rock, it takes dedicated people like us here at the Pig and Chick that are willing to wake up with the pigs to make sure that we bring home the best of the best in them hogs. Now, it's not the job for everyone, but you got to do what you got to do to make sure that every day is the best dang hog day ever. And here at the Pig and Chick, it's always the best. We slow cook our barbecues daily, making sure that it's lit, hugging good. Heck, we're known as the Great American Barbecue House here in Little Rock. We're also known around these parts as having the best dang catfish anywhere. So no matter what you're in the mood for, ribs, catfish, chicken, here at Pig and Chick, you'll always get the best meal in town. So come join us for lunch, dinner, or even let us cater your next event. Here at Pig and Chick, we take catering seriously, and we're going to make sure that your event is a huge success.
Pig in or pig out at Pig and Chick, located at 7824 JFK in Sherwood. Call us for takeout at 834-5456. And it's the same number for catering, 834-5456. Here at Pig and Chick, people start pigging out at 10:30 a.m. daily and don't stop till 9 p.m. Oh, by the way, did I mention the catfish?
Emergency hotline, can I help you?
Yes, I need help.
All right, sir, what's the problem?
I can't taste my beer. I feel it in my mouth, but there's no taste.
Okay, sir, this is what I want you to do. Put the bottle down and step away from the beer.
Okay.
Walk straight to the corner store and pick up a 6-pack of Miller Lite.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's going to be all right.
Next time, try the light beer that actually tastes like beer. Great tasting, less selling Miller Lite. Miller, good call. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Travs 8, Wranglers 3. Nick Green back to work in the 5th inning. Adam Kime leads off, and Green's pitch low, ball 1. Well, Green got out there and started to warm up very quickly after throwing his first shutout inning of the day. And the 1-0 to Kime is popped up. And it'll stay on the infield. Third base foul line. Matt Brown crosses that line and reaches up to put away out number 1. 6 consecutive outs recorded by Nick Green. 1 away in the 5th inning, and Kime is fouled out twice. So Green now with 4 1/3 innings under his belt, just 3 hits, but 3 runs. Well, they seem to settle down a little bit. as Damaso Espino stands in, and Green comes home with a pinch. It is fouled off the right side, strike one. Wranglers have a long bus ride ahead of them. They're going to be heading out to Midland right after the ball game. Guess the Travelers bus ride will still be long, about 7 hours. But Midland's a little bit further away. Here's the 0-1. Espino a check swing and a curve, no appeal. They do appeal now, and he says strike two. Late appeal by Wilson. It's a good thing he did. Green still looking for his first strikeout. And the 0-2 pitch. Outside, ball one. Between Arkansas and Wichita, 450 miles. Between Wichita and Midland, 572 miles. That'll be about a 9-hour drive. As the 1-2 pitch is lined up the middle for a base hit by Espino. So Green still looking for that first strikeout of the day. And that is the first base runner for the Wranglers since the third inning. We go to the top of the order now with Chris Lubanski.
The left fielder, number 19, Chris Lubanski.
Lubanski has scored 2 of Wichita's 3 runs. Led off the first inning with his 5th triple of the year and scored on a sacrifice fly by Mitch Maier. Lubanski walked in the third, moved to third in a double, and then scored on a second sac fly by Maier. Green pumped him a strike on the inside corner. He had walked him on 4 pitches in the third inning. And now gets ahead 0-1. 1 out. Espino leads from first. Paulie holding. Brown off the line at third. The pitch to the left-hander is nubbed. Foul. Strike 2. Trav 8, Wranglers 3. Last of the 5th. Arkansas and Wichita have split the first 4 games of this series. There have been comebacks in each of the last 3 games. Here's the 0-2. A swing and a miss, and Green strikes out Lubanski with a curveball. 3-pitch strikeout at that. First K of the day for Nick. And now Ángel Sánchez comes up. That's the 29th strikeout for Green in his 7 starts at Arkansas, and now going to work against Ángel Sánchez, who doubled in the third and popped out in the first. Pitch on the way. Fastball is a strike from Green on the outside corner. Espino doesn't run well. Still a short lead at first. And the pitch. Sánchez fouls it away. Strike 2. Sánchez swinging with that 2-strike approach on an 0-1 count. And he kind of moves his right foot back and really just tries to guide the ball into right field. But his double in the third inning went to left center. Green's 0-2 pitch. Chopper to second base. Evan Day fields it cleanly. He'll throw to first and records the final out of the 5th inning. A 4-3 putout. The Travelers do not allow a run. Wranglers get a hit. They strand Espino. We'll go into the 6th inning, and it's Arkansas 8 and Wichita 3. Travelers up by 5 on Air America Little Rock 1380.
An accident involving a large truck can cause a lot of damage. If you're injured, you need a law firm that knows what they're doing. And while facts differ and results vary, we've had a verdict as large as $12.5 million in a single tractor-trailer case. Put this experience on your side. Call us at Gary Eubanks & Associates. We'll win your case, or you don't owe us a dime.
1, 2, 3.
We're at the supermarket checking out shopping lists.
Oh, here's mine.
Let's see. Milk, cheese, yogurt, ding, ding, ding.
Oh, do I win?
Well, actually, you probably lose.
What?
Lose inches.
Oh.
These studies show that people following a proper reduced-calorie diet that included 3 servings of milk, cheese, or yogurt every day had better weight loss results and trimmed more from their waistline than if they just cut calories alone. So eat 3 cool, creamy servings of milk, cheese, or yogurt a day.
Wow, I consider that a win.
Have you had your 3 today?
Want to buy a new car? Take a dream vacation, remodel your home, or finance just about anything? You can use the equity in your home to make it happen. Right now, Arkansas Federal Credit Union has a home equity line of credit with a 4-month fixed rate as low as 4.5% annual percentage rate with absolutely no fees. Plus, it's easier than ever to access your home equity loan using Arkansas Federal's Visa Platinum credit card. No checks, no hassles. Apply online at afcu.org or call 982-1000.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Travelers leading in the top of the sixth inning, 8-3 over the Wichita Wranglers. Arkansas coming back to the plate in the sixth. They've scored in 4 of 5 innings. It's been a big offensive day for a couple of Travelers. Terry Evans, 2 for 3 with a 2-run homer. Nathan Haynes, 2 for 3 with a 2-run single. Haynes will bat second in the inning. Devin Day leads off. The number 9 batter takes low in the dirt from Neal Musser for ball 1. Left-hander Juan Cedeno warming up in the Wrangler bullpen. Musser has had his toughest appearance in the Texas League after 6 outstanding starts. And the pitch is up high. 2 balls, no strikes on Day. He was dropped on a sac bunt and grounded out last time up. In fact, Day hit a hard grounder off of Musser's foot, which ricocheted to third. The 2-0 is popped up behind the plate. Tupman looking up, doesn't have room. It is on top of the protective net for the fans below. 2-1. Checking Major League scores, a few games underway. Cincinnati and Atlanta in the 4th inning. 4-0 Atlanta. Got Thorman a home run. 2 balls and a strike on Day. Musser holding the ball in his glove in front of his face. Gets the sign, the pitch. Day a check swing, but he went around on a high fastball. 2-2. Washington gets a homer from Nick Johnson, his 14th, and the Nats lead San Diego 3-1 in the 4th inning. A 2-2. Day swings a line drive in a shallow center. Coming on is Maier. He makes a nice sliding catch for out number 1. 1 away, and Day 0 for 2. The finest defensive play of the day. And Nathan Haynes standing in. Mets lead 2-0 over Florida in the 5th inning on a homer by Xavier Nady, his 12th. Pirates and Phillies 2-2 in the 3rd. Here's Haynes, and the pitch skips to the plate, ball 1. Haynes, a leadoff single in the 1st, scored on Peel's double. Brought home 2 runs with a single in the 2nd and grounded out in the 4th. Lefty to lefty, the 1-0 is caught on and missed. A slow breaking ball, 1-1. Cubs in Milwaukee in the 2nd inning, 1-1 score. And the other National League games later today. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Musser. The fastball is a little low and outside, ball 2. Rockies hosting the Diamondbacks at 2:05. The Dodgers have the Giants in town. Here's the pitch, and Haynes a foul ball over the third base seat. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On ESPN tonight, the Cardinals looking for their 3rd consecutive win, with Chris Carpenter taking on Andy Pettit at the Juice Box in Houston. Carpenter 7-4 with a 2.88 ERA. Pettit suffering through his worst season, 7-9 ERA over 5.30. 2-2 to Haynes, struck him out swinging, and there's 2 away. Musser gets his 2nd strikeout, this one on a high fastball, and Haynes out 2 for 4. Here's Aaron Peel. American League games, the Cleveland Indians are leading Baltimore in the 5th, 4-2. Javi Lopez a home run for the Birds, his 7th. Yankees 5, Tampa Bay 3 after the bottom of the 3rd. Jason Giambi his 27th home run, and Aubrey Huff hit number 8. Pitch to Peel is inside, ball 1. Peel a double and a run scored in the 1st inning. Hit by a pitch in the 2nd, and a pop-up in the 4th. And now the 1-0 pitch. Peel swings a line drive foul down the left field line, strike 1. Boston 1, White Sox 0 in the top of the 2nd. Jose Contreras still hasn't lost a game in about a year. He's on the mound for the Pale Hose. Minnesota and Texas 0-0 in the 2nd. A 1-1 pitch. Field takes in the dirt, ball 2. Toronto and Kansas City 0-0 in the 1st. Angels at Oakland 3:05 tonight. Today, Irvin Santana looks for his 10th win. Detroit and Seattle today at 3:05 up in the Pacific Northwest. Nate Robertson pitching for Detroit. Pitch to Peel popped up behind the mound. Coming in, Sanchez and Murphy. Sanchez, the shortstop, will call that one. The Travelers go down in order for the first time today. That'll take us to the last of the 6. The Travelers in control. Arkansas 8, Wichita 3. This is Air America Little Rock, 1380 KDXE.
It takes teamwork to be able to reach new goals in today's complex business environment. Each one of us should strive to be a step ahead and know how to compete in a rapidly changing world. The ITT Tech School of Business is about helping people prepare for the challenges of a competitive world. ITT Technical Institute School of Business. Education for the future. To find out more, call 1-800-ITT-TECH or visit us on the web.
What if there were no bad drivers? What if everyone always followed the speed limit? What if 10-car pileups didn't exist? In a world like that, we'd all be better off. It's why Allstate is introducing 2 incentives to drive safe. For every 6 months you don't have an accident, you'll get cash off your renewal bill with the Safe Driving bonus. And for every year of safe driving, you'll get $100 off your deductible with Deductible Reward. Another year, another $100 off, up to $500. But it's not just about saving money. Safe driving also saves lives. It's time to make the world a better place to drive. That's Allstate stands. Are you in good hands?
Get Allstate Your Choice Auto Insurance today. Call a local Allstate agent or 1-800-ALLSTATE. You can get $100 off your deductible the day you sign up. Features are optional and subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Deductible rewards apply to collision coverage. Patent pending. Allstate Property and Casualty Insurance Company and Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company, Northbrook, Illinois.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Mitch Maier.
Last of the 6th, and the Travelers leading 8-3 after the first 3 innings, where the team scored in all 3. There's only been 1 run since the start of the 4th, and that was on the Travelers scoring in the 5th inning on a sacrifice fly by Bobby Wilson. Nick Green back to the hill in the 6th. Mitch Maier leads off and takes the pitch in the dirt. One thing we know here, Maier won't hit a sacrifice fly with nobody on base. He's had 2 sac flies today. The 1-0 to the left-hander is low, ball 2. Green over 5 innings, scattering 4 hits, allowing 3 runs. He's walked 1 batter, striking out 1. The 2-0 to Maier. Swung on and fouled into the Arkansas dugout at first base, strike 1. Travs, 8 runs, 8 hits. Over the first 3 innings, Travelers scored 7 runs on 6 base hits. And now Green's 2-1 pitch to Maier. Swung on and grounded foul again outside first, strike 2. Dee Brown on deck, then Donnie Murphy. Green has sent down the last 3 leadoff batters after the first 2 men reach against him in the first and second. The pitch. Slider missed high and away. Tried the back door, but it wasn't open. Count is full on Mitch Maier. And Green back to work with a windup of the pitch. Bringing a fly ball into shallow right center. Harry Evans gets there. A few steps to his left. He makes the catch, and Maier is retired for the 3rd time, but that'll be his first time retired in an official at-bat. 1 out. Dee Brown comes up next. Cedeno continuing to warm up in the Wrangler bullpen in left field, and so Neal Musser's day will be complete. 8 runs all earned over 6 innings. He's given up only 8 runs in his previous 37 innings. Now Dee Brown, who is 0 for 2, big lefty. Here's the pitch. Bringing a foul tip, strike 1. Brown a line out in the first. Final batter of the 3rd inning with a chop out to shortstop. Green seems to have settled down very nicely. He has retired 10 of the last 11. That's actually 9 of 10. And now the pitch to Brown. Bringing a bouncing ball to second base. Evan Day, 2 steps to his left, will field it. Waits for Paulie to cover first, and he'll throw Brown out. 2 away, and that's 4 in a row set down by Nick Green.
Number 3, Donnie Murphy.
Here comes Donnie Murphy. Murphy homers to start the 2nd. His 3rd hit of the series, 2 of them homers. Green looking for a 2nd perfect inning of the day. Here's a pitch. Murphy takes high, ball 1. Murphy fly to right field last time up. Nick Green's 1-0 pitch is fouled back, strike 1. Green looking for his 4th win at Double-A. That would be his 9th win overall. And would rank 2nd in the Angels minor league system. The 1-1 pitch. Changeup popped out of play. Green's got a nice feel for that changeup. Got a little bit of a hop in his delivery, and he even uses that hop when he throws the changeup, which really throws batters off. Nick shakes off the sign. And now back to work with a 1-2 to Murphy. Popped up, first base side, foul ground. Paulie straddling the line, makes the catch, and the inning is over. A perfect sixth inning for Nick Green will send us into the seventh, with the Travelers leading the Wranglers 8-3 on Air America Little Rock 1380.
Is your house looking a bit under the weather? Have extreme weather conditions taken their toll on your home's exterior? The solution isn't more paint. It's weather-resistant vinyl siding from Sears Home Central. Call Sears now for a free in-home estimate at 1-800-531-7785. Sears vinyl siding resists tough weather and keeps your home looking great for years. It has the attractive look of freshly painted wood, yet you'll never need to scrape and paint your home again because vinyl siding from Sears is virtually maintenance-free. Best of all, Sears makes getting your new siding job easy and affordable. Just call Sears now for your free in-home estimate at 1-800-531-7785. Not available in all areas. Services and materials provided by a Sears authorized contractor. License numbers available on request. So if your house is looking under the weather, call Sears for vinyl siding now. 1-800-531-7785. That's 1-800-531-7785.
Claude Markham on working in the United States Navy.
I'm an aviation ordnanceman, second class. It's an indescribable feeling being up on the flight deck and just being next to them, pulling the pin from the weapon launcher before they take off. It's a big rush inside, and not many people my age can do the job that I do out in the outside at such a young age.
Most jobs reveal what you do. Ours reveal who you are. To learn more, check out Navy.com or call 1-800-USA-NAVY. Navy. Accelerate your life.
We call it 2,500 American Live.
They call it a number.
We're Air America Little Rock, 1380 KDXE, North Little Rock.
Wranglers make a pitching change to start the seventh inning, bringing out Juan Cedeno. Neal Musser works the first 6 innings and battles through those 6 innings, giving up 8 runs, all earned on 8 hits, a couple of walks, 2 hit batters, 2 strikeouts. Musser in line for what would be his first loss with Wichita. He started the year 4-0 with the Wranglers. Cedeno makes his 21st appearance of the year and his 10th out of the bullpen, a record of 2-5 with a 5.05 ERA. Brandon Wood leading off. Cedeno delivers low for ball 1. Cedeno, a former starter from his last couple of years, 6'1" left-hander from the Dominican Republic. He is 22 years old. And the 1-0 to Wood. Fastball for a strike, 1-1. Wood, a walk, and a run scored in the first, grounded out in the second, and hit a double off the right center field wall in the fourth. His league-leading 31st 2-base hit. And now the 1-1 to Wood is swung on and fouled away. Over the press box, strike 2. The Travs jumped on Musser for 7 runs in the first 3 innings, and things have quieted down over the middle 3 as the 1-2 to Wood is up high, and it's 2-2. Only 1 run scored in the middle 3 innings. It was the Travs bringing a run home in the 5th. Terry Evans a single, stole second, went to third on a ground out, came home in a sac fly by Bobby Wilson. And now the 2-2 to Wood is swung on and missed, and he strikes out. Strikeout number 107 on the season for Wood and for Cedeno, who is a strikeout pitcher. 41st strikeout in 62 innings. But Cedeno has really battled himself. He's the league leader, or was the league leader in walks before being moved into the bullpen. He ranked second in the league, walking 50 batters in 62 innings. Now Matt Brown is in there, 1 for 2, and the pitch is lined the other way towards the corner. A base hit for Matt Brown. And after that, high fastball and lined it. Brown on his way to second with the right fielder. Brown coming up the ball. And Matt will hold at second base. A stand-up double, his 25th double of the year. Travs in business here in the 7th with base hit number 9 on the afternoon. The second time we've seen Cedeno in this series. He picked up the win on Thursday in the Wranglers' comeback win on the Adam Time walk-off homer. Didn't allow a run over 2 1/3 innings, but did give up 2 base hits and had men in scoring position twice. And he's got another man at second now as Brown is 2 for 3 with that double. And here's Terry Evans enjoying a fine day. His double play in the first scored a run, and a 2-run homer in the third for Evans, and a single and a run scored in the 5th. And the pitch comes to Terry. He swings and fouls it high down the right side, out of play. Strike one. Travelers 8, Wranglers 3. Here are your totals. Arkansas, 8 runs, 9 hits, no errors, 3 men left. And the Wranglers, 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error, just 2 men left. Middle 3 innings zoomed by very quickly. An 0-1 pitch to Terry Evans. Hit high in the air to left center field. Hit pretty deep. Going back on the warning track is Lubanski, but he gives way to Mitch Maier. And Maier makes the catch right in front of the warning track with Brown advancing from second to third on the second out of the inning. Evans just missed his second home run of this day. Got underneath it a little bit. But he does move Brown to third, and there's 2 outs and Greg Porter coming up. Porter still looking to extend that hitting streak. Had a hit in 8 straight games, but today 0 for 3. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Big cut. Strike one. Now the 0-1. Swinging a foul back over the press box. Strike two. So immediately Porter gets in the hole, 0-2. And a pretty good 2-strike hitter during this series. Cedeno looking in, trying to keep Brown at third. And the pitch comes to Greg. Swing and a miss. He struck out on a hard fastball, and the 7th inning is over. Travelers no runs, 1 hit, 1 man left. Still, the Travelers lead 8-3 as we go to the last of the 7th on Air America Little Rock, 1380 KDXE.
Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Apollo 13. Great films known for their award-winning special effects. To create the magic, Hollywood hires companies like Industrial Light and Magic. Industrial Light and Magic hires imaginative people like Aaron Fowles. Before he was a master of special effects, he was a media communications student at Webster University in St. Louis, where his talent took off. Today, he inspires the imagination at DreamWorks FKG. I'm Bob Costas, member of the board of Webster University. All Webster campuses around the world share the same belief. Education is more than just a degree. It's real knowledge for real-world success.
The pitch on the way, and you can catch the Trans online at www.trans.com. The Arkansas Travelers have one of minor league baseball's most user-friendly websites with easy access to Trans game stories, up-to-date stats, and Texas League standings. You'll be informed about the Trans online at trans.com. Purchase tickets, Trans souvenirs, listen to the game. Hey, if you could buy hot dogs and popcorn on the website, it'd be like coming to the old ballpark. See us online, www.trans.com.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Nick Green comes back to work in the bottom of the 7th inning. The Travelers leading 8-3. Arkansas looking to take 3 of 5 in this series against the Wranglers. A win today would bring the Travs within 2 of first place Wichita. Matt Tupman leads off the 7th against Green. Green has allowed just 1 hit over his last 3 innings, and it's set down 11 of 12. Green was about to throw a pitch when Joe Maiden, the plate umpire, jumped out and calls time. Tupman is 0 for 2. Grounded out in the 2nd and fly to center in the 4th. He's been very aggressive. And a pitch comes from Green, and he misses low ball 1. That was just a 78th pitch that Nick Green has thrown today. 77 pitches over the first 6 innings. And now the 1-0 on the way to Tupman. Bringing a bouncing ball through the right side of the infield and a base hit. Evan Day made a nice attempt diving towards the hole at second, but couldn't come up with it. So Tupman bounces the Wranglers' 5th base hit of the day, but that is their 2nd single. And it's Kila Ka'aihue coming up now. Ka'aihue is 0 for 2, the number 7 batter. 2 for 11 in the series. Travs will look for a double play ball. Green has had 7 double plays turned behind him between single and double A. The pitch is a changeup, popped up, back this way. A foul ball, strike 1. Green gave up runs in each of the first 3 innings, but has shut down the Wranglers since. The Tupman, leadoff man, gets aboard. And Green with a high set delivers 0-1 to Ka'aihue. The slider is outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Ka'aihue. Nobody working in the Traveler bullpen. The idea is to let Green take this as long as he can, hopefully 8 innings. Here's the 1-1, and it's low, ball 2, but he'll need a couple of quick outs here in the 7th. Green's pitch count on 105, 110. Tupman taking a non-aggressive lead at first. He's all the way in the sliding pitch. And the 2-1 pitch is low, ball 3. Green has had some trouble throwing strikes to Ka'aihue. He fell behind him 2-0 in the second, but got him to foul out. Fell behind in the fourth 3-0, but then threw 2 strikes and got him to line to left. And now it's a 3-1 count on Ka'aihue. And the pitch is swung on, hit it high and deep to left center field. That might have a chance to get out of here. Over to the wall it goes, and it is off of the fence. Evans plays it at the warning track. Tupman to third, Ka'aihue to second of the stand-up double. Wranglers have a little something going here in the 7th inning as they trail by 5. First 2 men on base, and it's second and third for the number 8 hitter, Adam Kime.
Number 4, Adam Kime.
Ka'aihue's third base hit of the series, his first extra base hit, and just his 11th extra base hit on the year, all doubles. Green will work from the windup against Kime, and the infield is deep. It's the Kime. Popped out a play over the first base dugout off the end of the bat. Strike 1. Kime is fouled out twice. Once to the catcher, once to third base. Damaso Espino on deck. Then you get to the top of the Wranglers' order. Green looking for a pop-up or strikeout. And here's the 0-1 pitch. Kime is swinging a pop-up back this way, and that will get out of play. Strike 2. I'm doing nothing but popping pitches up. He popped up in his last 2 at-bats in yesterday's game. Kime has popped out in 6 at-bats in this series. The 0-2 pitch. Swinging a hard liner foul outside third. Right between Tupman and manager Frank White of the coacher's box. Well, that was not a pop-up. That was very well hit. Green needs to put Kime away and slow this inning down for the Wranglers. Haven't scored yet, but 2 runners at second and third. And the pitch just missed the outside corner. Good pitch by Green. Kime did not bite on it, and it's 1-2. Green checking third before winding up. Lifts the leg, rears and deals. Foul ball straight into the press level. That went into the booth to my left, where John Mizarok and John Wappen, 2 of the Royals minor league staffers, are watching the game calmly, but they're no longer watching it calmly. That knocked Mizarok back a little bit, getting out of the way. Now Green comes home with a 1-2, and it's in the dirt, but Wilson blocks it, and the runners hold. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mizarok almost got nailed by that ball. Former Wichita manager, and he should be comfy at this old park. The 2-2 from Green. Kime hits a line drive in a deep center, but Evans has a bead going back to make the catch. Here comes Tupman scoring, and Ka'aihue tags for third base. That'll make it an 8-4 Traveler lead on Wichita's third sacrifice fly of the day. Wranglers have scored 3 runs on sacrifice flies, the other coming on a solo homer by Donnie Murphy. 8-4 Travelers here in the last of the 7th, only 1 away. And Kila Ka'aihue is third base. Batter is Damaso Espino, who lined a single in the 5th inning. He was the only Wrangler to batter to reach in the 4th, 5th, or 6th. Green still from the windup, and here's Nick's pitch. Swinging a line drive to right field. Haynes coming in. He's there. He makes the catch. Ka'aihue tagging. Here comes the throw home, and it's going to be way offline. The second run of the inning scores on their fourth sacrifice fly of the day. And the Traveler lead is down to 3 runs, 8-5. So the Wranglers making the most of their base hits, 4 runs on 6 hits. Travelers with 8 runs on 9 hits. Now the base is empty, and Green facing Chris Lubanski. Lubanski has tripled, walked, and struck out, scoring 2 runs. And a pitch from Green. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. First 2 batters of the inning reached. Tupman singled. Ka'aihue doubled him to third. He will score in sacrifices. The 0-1. Lubanski takes low, and it's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Lubanski lines it up the middle. Wood giving chase, but it's a base hit to center. Tying run comes on deck for the Wranglers. Ángel Sánchez comes to the plate first. Base hit number 7 off of Nick Green. 3 of them here in the 7th inning. Traveler dugout motions to the bullpen, and the bullpen springs to life with Miguel González starting to warm up. Bobby Wilson, a quick visit to talk with Green. And now Ken Patterson comes out of the dugout as well and makes that slow walk out to the pitcher's mound. It's an 8-5 Traveler lead. You would think a 3-run lead would be safe, but not in this series, not for either team. Travelers had a 3-run lead on Thursday and lost. The Travelers had a 4-run lead on Friday and lost. Last night, the Wranglers had a 2-run lead, and the Travelers came back and won to the 9th. Travelers fans were back in town tomorrow to start a 7-game homestand. It'll be wrapped up on Saturday with a doubleheader against the Corpus Christi Hooks, 6:30 first pitch, and the first 1,000 paid adults receive a commemorative Ray Winder Field baseball cap, courtesy of Firewise, the Arkansas Forestry Commission, and KARK. Friday night will be tailgate stools for the first 1,000 paid adults from Coca-Cola and Fox 16. And Thursday, baseball cards for the first 500 paid kids, courtesy of Dr. Pepper and Comcast. That'll be the first 500 paid kids Traveler baseball cards from this year. Sanchez, the batter, and Green's pitch is fouled off the umpire, strike 1. Travs 8, Wranglers 5. Wichita making it tighter here with 2 runs in the 7th inning and the tying run on deck. González continues to warm up in the bullpen. Daniel Davidson providing him some cover with González's back to the field. Green with a high set position. Lubanski at first. The pitch. Sanchez hits a fly ball towards the bullpen, and it gets over the bench. Strike 2. Haynes playing close to the right field line and shallow, especially on 2 strikes. Sanchez will try to go that way. Green's pitch. Swinging a grounder to shortstop. Coming on Wood. Loves it and boots the ball. Goes in a short left field. The tying run will come to the plate. Over to third, Lubanski. Stopping at first, Sanchez. The error on Wood is 21st of the year, and this opens the door for the Wranglers to tie the game. Wood charged that ball and tried to play it off to the side. Got the natural bounce on the AstroTurf infield. But the ball just kicked off the heel of the glove. And here is Mitch Maier. A home run would tie this game. Wilson signals to the infielders in case Sanchez tries to steal. Maier, 2 sacrifice flies and a fly out to center. But he will not be facing Nick Green. Ty Boykin is making a pitching change. It is a reluctant pitching change. Ty would rather bring the bullpen on in the 8th. But with the tying run at the plate and Green struggling, Boykin making the decision to go to Miguel González. It is the call to the bullpen brought to you by the new AT&T. Turn a double play with AT&T Yahoo high-speed internet. Make calls and access the internet at the same time using just one line. Learn about it online at att.com. The new AT&T, your world delivered. Miguel González on to protect a 3-run lead with a tying run of the plate. Travelers 8, Wranglers 5 will take a 60-second break on Air America Little Rock 1380.
Kirk Woolsey, we happen to know that you are the world's worst backseat driver, which means, Kirk, that you like to be in control. So check out att.com. You can see all our best deals, like 12 months of true high-speed internet for just $12.99 a month when you order online. If you switch from your old cable company, you can get 3 months free. And with AT&T Account Manager, you can see your account activity, add services, and pay your bills online, all in one place. So that's Kirk's world. For everybody who's not Kirk, if att.com can deliver online control to him, it can do the same for you. Switch to the new AT&T at att.com, and you'll be in the driver's seat, as long as you're not riding with Kirk. SBC is now the new AT&T. The new AT&T, your world, delivered.
Taxi levy charges and federal universal service cost recovery fiesta. High-speed internet bills have required after 2 months paid service and please get USF cost recovery and other fees. For details of additional charges, restrictions, and funds, call 1-866-416-6471 toll-free or visit att.com/other details. Not available in all areas.
Travelers bring on Miguel González for the call to the bullpen, brought to you by the new AT&T. Nick Green lasting 6 2/3, allowing 7 base hits. As of now, 5 runs, all earned. A walk and a strikeout. He leaves with men at the corners and 2 outs after Brandon Wood's fielding error allows the inning to continue. González has been hammered his last 4 times out, giving up a total of 9 runs in just 4 2/3 innings. He gave up Adam Kimes' walk-off homer in Thursday's loss, his second loss in 4 appearances. Record of 0-2 with 3 saves and a .570 earned run average. González comes on to face Mitch Maier, who's hit 2 homers in the series in the last 2 games. And he represents the tying run. Chris Lubanski at third base and Ángel Sánchez at first. Sánchez 6 for 13 in steal attempts. González checks the runners and comes home to Maier. And his split fingered is outside for ball 1. Maier, 2 sacrifice flies and a fly out to center. The Wranglers have scored 2 runs on 3 hits and 2 sacrifices here in the 7th. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Another split fingered by González. 1 ball, 1 strike. He relies heavily on the split fingered. But recently González has been hanging the split fingered in the zone. And that is about as easy as a pitch to hit as there is in the game of baseball. Fastball mid to high 80s. 22-year-old comes home, and Maier pops it out of play down the left side into the seat. Strike 2. This will be the 16th appearance for González. He's worked 23 2/3 innings, giving up 22 hits, 9 walks, 19 strikeouts. Maier, a left-hand batter, long and lean with power. González ready. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a fly ball to right field, but Haynes is there, drifting back a few feet to make the catch. And the inning is over. The Wranglers threaten the lead. They managed 2 runs on 3 hits. There was 1 error, but 2 runners are left, and the Travelers still lead 8-5. We go to the 8th on Air America Little Rock 1380 KDXE.
Coca-Cola, this is Mitchell. My friend's brother is a molecular biologist, and he was saying the only way you could have gotten Coke Zero to taste like the regular Coke was to engineer it in space. I would not. No, but think about the whole zero factor, like zero gravity. It makes perfect sense. Zero is for the 0 calories. To stop pretending that you don't engineer Coke Zero in space. Can you do that? I wish I could speculate on that, sir. The next launch. I just want the time for the next launch.
Coca-Cola Zero. Real Coke taste. 0 calories.
Ameripride Services is the linen and apparel company to get your team into a professional uniform program. Ameripride features a wide range of high-quality custom programs for the manufacturing industry, hospitality and food service, medical or dental uniforms, and professional and executive wear. Call 664-5575 to schedule a presentation with an Ameripride consultant. Also specializing in the finest quality table linen, rental mats, and restroom services. Call 664-5575 for Ameriprise, the official garment supplier of the Arkansas Travelers.
For 30 seasons, Jim Elder was the radio voice of the Arkansas Travelers. Fans knew him as the human encyclopedia of sports knowledge from baseball to horse racing to football. Jim knew it all, but Jim Elder was about much more than sports. He also loved to help kids, and that's why his friends and family started the Jim Elder Good Sport Fund. The fund helps organizations that teach kids about life through sports, like Parks, RBI Baseball at Lamar Porter Field, the First Tee, Arkansas Sheriff's Youth Ranch, and kids clinics with the Arkansas Travelers. Jim Elder's legend will live on in Arkansas through the Jim Elder Good Sport Fund. See them online at jimelder.org.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Travs lead 8-5 going into the 8th inning. Arkansas has led ever since the first when 3 runs scored. Biggest lead was 7-2. Travs also had an 8-3 lead going into the 7th when the Wranglers brought home a couple of runs on 2 sacrifice flies. Bobby Wilson will lead off the 7th against Juan Cedeno. Cedeno gave up only a double to Matt Brown, but no runs in the 7th, striking out Brandon Wood and Greg Porter. Pitch on the way to Bobby, and he swings and misses at a fastball. Bobby was hit by a pitch and scored in the 2nd. Walked in the 3rd, delivered a sacrifice fly in the 5th for the Travelers' 8th run. Cedeno, a hard-throwing left-hander, is 0-1. Wilson takes it low. It's a ball and a strike. Cedeno's 1-1 pitch, and it's low and between the catcher's legs, 2-1. Matt Pauley on deck, and then Devin Day. Arkansas 8 runs on 9 base hits. The bulk of the offense coming in the first 3 innings. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Wilson takes it high, and it's dropped again by Tupman, 3-1. Trav scored 3 in the first, 2 in the 2nd, and 2 more in the 3rd. And 1 run in the 5th. 3-1 pitch to Wilson. A swing and a drive to the deep left field corner. Hooking, foul. Home run distance, but foul by a few feet. The count now full. Wilson getting some heckles from Ye Olde Beer Garden, a section of fans in the first row of the beer garden, obviously enjoying their garden-like beverage. Payoff pitch. Wilson is swinging another drive to deep left field. This one is fair. Lubanski looking up at the wall, and it is gone. How's that an answer for some heckles from the beer garden as Bobby Wilson hits his 5th home run of the year, leading off the 8th. That'll make it 9-5. And they're still shouting at Bobby from the beer garden, but Bobby gets the last laugh there. Bobby Wilson, a spectacular game. That's his first hit, but the 4th time he's done something positive. Wilson takes a look out of the beer garden as he walks back into the dugout. Wilson now 7 for 13 in the series with 3 RBIs, including the game-winning 2-run double yesterday. Here's Matt Pauley. The first pitch is a strike from Cedeno. 0-1. Second homer by the Travs today. Terry Evans also hit a shot over the video board in center. The 0-1 to Pauley. Missed low and away, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pauley 1 for 3. A single and a run scored in the 2nd. He's also struck out and fly to right field. Cedeno's 1-1. Pauley a ground ball to third base. Taken by Adam Kime. His throw gets Matt, and there's 1 away. Wilson's numbers against the Wranglers this year are just ridiculous. Now with 22 base hits and 48 at-bats against them. That was his first home run, but he's driven in 10 in 13 games, scoring 10 runs. Actually, 11 runs he's scored against the Wranglers. Travs has a team bat over 300 against Wichita, and that'll go higher today. Now Devin Day, the batter. A pitch inside, ball 1 from Cedeno. What you like to see? The Travelers answer a 2-run rally by the Wranglers with at least a run here in the 8th. Back ahead by 4. And the 1-0 pitch. Day takes low at the ball, and it's a 2-0 count. The 6th home run allowed by Cedeno. And now his 2-0 pitch to Day. Swing and a miss, a high fastball, 2-1. Travelers looking to win their second consecutive series. They had won just 3 series coming into this one. That counted the 5-game series win against Tulsa. There's a strike on the way, and it is 2-2 to Devin Day. On deck, Nathan Haynes. Nobody on base after the Wilson homer and the Pauly groundout. Here's the pitch. They swing, fouled it right just underneath my broadcast booth. Count still 2-2. We are getting attacked up here at the broadcast level today. The writers, the staff of the Royals minor league, and me. Another 2-2 to Devin. Inside, the count full. Daniel's 3-2 pitch to Devin Day. Swing and a miss, and he strikes him out. 2 away in the 8th. That was a low slider. Day 0 for 3 will go to the top of the Traveler order for the 5th time. Here's Nathan Haynes. Haynes over the first 2 innings at a single and a couple of RBIs, 2 singles, 2 RBIs and a run scored. Since then, a ground out and a strikeout. And here's Cedeno's pitch. Fastball missed the outside corner, ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss on a slider, a ball and a strike. Not many people out to the ballpark today. There's just a couple of hundred on hand. Not great weather for baseball. As the 1-1 is slapped out of play by Haynes over the third base seats, 1-2. A fairly comfortable day, but the threat of rain keeping fans away. Daniel back to work with a 1-2. Haynes swings and misses and strikes out. 8th inning is over for the Travelers, but Bobby Wilson's leadoff homer pushes the lead to 9-5. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th on Air America Little Rock, 1380 KDXE.
Emergency hotline, can I help you?
Yes, I need help.
All right, sir, what's the problem?
I can't taste my beer. I feel it in my mouth, but there's no taste.
Okay, sir, this is what I want you to do. Put the bottle down and step away from the beer.
Okay.
Walk straight to the corner store and pick up a 6-pack of Miller Lite.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's going to be all right.
Next time, try the light beer that actually tastes like beer. Great tasting, less filling Miller Lite. Miller. Good call. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee.
Before Wichita area, restaurant location. Ag Pro knows you're patient. You've had your eye on a certain green and yellow tractor for some time now. But here's a thought. Visit your local John Deere dealer for an innocent test drive. Sit in that yellow seat and feel that rugged quality. Then run the numbers. You may find you've underrated the value of a John Deere and overrated the value of patience. After all, nothing runs like a Deere. Test drive the John Deere of your choice today at Ag Pro Central Arkansas, 10504 Maumelle Boulevard, North Little Rock.
Of all the days of the week, it seems that Mondays are everybody's least favorite day. Well, the Travs and the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette have a reason for baseball fans to look forward to Mondays. That's because Mondays are Democrat-Gazette family night here at the ballpark. You just pick up a copy of Monday's Democrat-Gazette, and you'll find a discount family ticket right there in the sports section. That's right. It's a coupon that admits the whole family for just $2 a person. Hey, Mondays don't sound so bad anymore.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
To work for the last of the 8th inning, and Miguel González back on the mound. González got the final out of the bottom of the 7th when the Wranglers had the tying run of the plate. And now the Wranglers are trailing by 4, thanks to Bobby Wilson's home run to start the top of the 8th. Dee Brown leads off. Big left-hander 0 for 3, and González deals, and Brown hits a line drive in the center for a base hit. Harry Evans barehands it on a bounce, and Dee Brown collects his 4th base hit of the series, now hitting 11 of 12 games. Number 5 batter, Donnie Murphy, now coming up. That was base hit number 8 for the Wranglers. They've collected 4 of those hits since the start of the 7th inning. Donnie Murphy about to stand in. Murphy's home run of the second brought home the Wranglers' second run. He's 1 for 3. A pitch. Swinging a foul back over the net. Strike one. Murphy is flied out and popped up. González looking for a ground ball here, maybe a double play. 0-1. With fingered is inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Brown not running too well at first. Used to be a base stealing threat. No longer. González ready. And the 1-1 to Murphy. And that missed high. Another split fingered without much break. 2-1. Nick Green's line is complete. 5 runs all earned on 7 hits and a walk in 6 2/3. But Green is in line for the win if the bullpen holds it. Here's a 2-1 pitch. And a swing and a fly ball to the right center field gap, giving chase Evans and Haynes. Who can get there? Nobody. It's a base hit. It hits the warning track. On his way to third, Brown, he holds. Murphy to second with a stand-up double, and the Wranglers in business once again against González. González stays with these pitches up in the strike zone. He's going to get burned if he continues to throw fastballs or split fingers at the belt. These 2 pitches that have been hit by Brown and Murphy have been belt-high pitches with no movement at all. Rich Thompson immediately starts to warm up in the bullpen. And now the tying run comes on deck. Tupman, the batter, is 1 for 3. Single to lead off the 7th and came around to score on a sacrifice fly. González comes home. And it's fouled away by Tupman, strike one. González, over his first few outings with the Travs, had looked very good. He only allowed 2 runs over his first 5 outings. And just 6 runs in his first 11 outings. The pitch, line drive foul into the left field seats. Bounces off the bleachers into the box seats, and it's strike 2. But Miguel, he hasn't allowed a run yet, but a ground ball will score a run, so will a fly ball. That would be 10 runs in the last 5 outings. 0-2 to Tupman. Split fingered outside. Wranglers now with 9 base hits. Travelers out hitting them just 10-9, but a 9-5 Arkansas lead in the 8th. The 1-2 pitch to Tupman. And it's a fastball high, 2-2. Kila Ka'aihue on deck. Then Adam Kime. González checking third. Now the 2-2. And a little bleeder, and it is fouled on the right side of the plate. Tupman with that 2-strike approach with a very slow swing going after the split finger. Action in both bullpens. Rich Thompson for the Travelers and Cody Smith for Wichita. First base open. Count 2-2. Nobody out. Miguel's pitch to Matt Tupman is lined into center field. Coming on Evans. It's a base hit. Scoring is Brown. Murphy right behind him, and the throw up the line is third, a 2-run single, and this is now a 2-run game. The tying run coming to the plate, and nobody out in the 8th inning. Wichita looking to come back. This is going to be it for González, and that's a good thing. Tyrone Boykin's going to go to Rich Thompson. González allows 3 base hits to start the 8th inning and is no longer fooling anybody. So Miguel leaves the mound, and it'll be the bottom 3 batters against Rich Thompson. Travelers with a 9-7 lead. And we'll take a call to the bullpen brought to you by AT&T Brakes. AT&T Yahoo high-speed internet, AT&T Dish Network satellite television, voice services, and Singular Wireless. 4 great services all from one place. The new AT&T, your world delivered. Here's that 60-second break with Thompson starting to warm on Air America Little Rock 1380 KDXE.
This is for Laura. Laura, what's up with those CDs you borrowed from Mariana and never gave back, huh? Listen, if you need music, sign up with the new AT&T. Get digital satellite TV so you can watch concerts, and high-speed internet so you can get the music you want fast. And give Mariana her CDs back. All that, plus local and long distance for under $90. So that's Laura's world. For everybody that's not Laura, if we can deliver options to her, we can deliver the right plan for you, too. Digital satellite TV, high-speed internet, and local and long distance for under $90. Add Singular Wireless and save even more. Call 1-800-PICK-ATT or visit thenewATT.com today. Oh, and Mariana, you're welcome. SBC, now joined with AT&T, proud sponsor of the 2006 U.S. Olympic team. The new AT&T, your world, delivered.
Taxes, other charges, and the Federal Universal Service Cost Recovery Fee Extra. For details of additional charges, restrictions, and requirements, call 1-866-270-0397 toll-free or visit att.com/bundle details. Not available in all areas.
The Travelers' bullpen in the 2006 season has blown half of 28 save chances. Rich Thompson coming on here in the eighth after Miguel González allows 3 hits and 2 runs on a 2-run single by Matt Tupman to cut the Traveler lead to 9-7. Travelers led 7-3 after the third, had an 8-3 lead going into the seventh. They had a 9-5 lead here in the eighth, and the Wranglers looking to come back. Kila Ka'aihue standing in against Thompson. It's his second appearance of the series. 2 2/3 of work on Thursday, 5 strikeouts. Pitch to Ka'aihue has popped up into foul territory at third base. Matt Brown over towards the seats with room, and he makes the catch, holding Tupman at first, and Ka'aihue is the first out of the eighth inning, 4 batters in. Big first out there. Thompson working on a couple of days rest. 2 wins, 3 losses, 4 saves, and a .650 earned run average. Imagine Thompson's going to try to go 2 innings for the save. His last save was May 13th. Here's Ka'aihue, whose 3-run homer was the winner on Thursday. He's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly today. Thompson's pitch is a fastball for strike 1. Tupman at first, Ka'aihue the batter with 2 homers and 21 RBIs. A double play gets Thompson out of the inning. Cody Smith still working in the Wichita bullpen. And here's the 0-1. A swing and a double play ball to shortstop Wood. Over to Devin Day at second. The relay, rack 'em up. The double play ends the eighth. Thompson throws 3 pitches, gets 3 outs, and the Travelers keep the lead going into the ninth, 9-7 over the Wranglers on Air America Little Rock 1380 KDXE.
It takes teamwork to be able to reach new goals in today's complex business environment. Each one of us should strive to be a step ahead and know how to compete in a rapidly changing world. The ITT Tech School of Business is about helping people prepare for the challenges of a competitive world. ITT Technical Institute School of Business, education for the future. To find out more, call 1-800-ITT-TECH or visit us on the web.
Coca-Cola, this is Mitchell. My friend's brother is a molecular biologist, and he was saying the only way you could have gotten Coke Zero to taste like the regular Coke was to engineer it in space. I would not. Well, no, but think about the whole zero factor, like zero gravity. It makes perfect sense. Zero is for the 0 calories. Just stop pretending that you don't engineer Coke Zero in space. Can you do that? I wish I could speculate on that, sir. The next launch. I just want the time for the next launch.
Coca-Cola Zero. Real Coke taste, 0 calories.
Emergency hotline, can I help you?
Yes, I need help.
All right, sir, what's the problem?
I can't taste my beer. I feel it in my mouth, but there's no taste.
Okay, sir, this is what I want you to do. Put the bottle down and step away from the beer.
Okay.
Walk straight to the corner store and pick up a 6-pack of Miller Lite.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's going to be all right.
Next time, try the light beer that actually tastes like beer. Great tasting, less selling Miller Lite. Miller, good call. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Travs half of the ninth inning, looking to add to a 9-7 lead. Hits are even, 10 apiece. Errors even, 1 apiece. Travelers got ahead big time in the first 3 innings, leading 8-3 going into the middle three. Travelers then had a 9-5 lead going into the last of the eighth. The Wranglers have scored 4 runs the last couple of innings. Meanwhile, the Travs have scored 1 of the fifth and 1 of the eighth since the third. Cody Smith comes on to pitch the ninth for the Wranglers, replacing Juan Cedeno. Cedeno in 2 innings, allowing a couple of hits, and Bobby Wilson's leadoff homer in the 8th inning gave the Travs their 9th run. Cody Smith, 6 wins, no losses, and a 2.29 ERA. Travs hit him pretty well Thursday to the tune of 3 runs on 5 hits and 3 in the third. It would have tacked the first loss on Smith this year. However, the Wranglers came back in the 9th inning on the walk-off homer by Adam Kimes. The meat of the order is scheduled to bat Aaron Peel, Brandon Wood, and Matt Brown. There are 4 base hits between these 3 players. 3 runs scored and a couple of RBIs. Peel and an RBI double in the first. He's been hit by a pitch and popped up the short twice. Smith squares to the mound. He'll work from the windup. And here's a pitch to Aaron Peel. Swing and a miss on the curveball, 0-1. Smith has worked 51 innings, surrendering 48 base hits. He's walked 13, struck out 35. And the 0-1 to Peel. Curveball, and he takes low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Smith has surrendered just 1 home run, and the league batting .249 against him. It's his second appearance of the series. Here's the right-hander's 1-1. Peel hits a chopper up the middle and into center field, a leadoff single for Aaron Peel. The Travs' 11th base hit of the day, and Peel with his second of the day. 34 hits for Peel in the last 21 games. 1 on, nobody out for Brandon Wood. The way things have gone in this series, you'd think it would be very nice to see the Travelers get a couple of runs here in the 9th inning. The last 3 games have involved comebacks. You certainly don't want that happening today. Travs have led since the 5th pitch of the game. Pitch on the way to Wood. Swinging a chopper to short, could be 2. Sanchez fields it clean, shuffles to Murphy for the out, relay to first, double play. 6-4-3, and Wood now 1 for 4. So 2 quick outs there, and Peel's base hit a race. When the Wranglers bat on the bottom of the 9th, they'll start with their 9-hitter, Damaso Espino, and then go to the top of the order with Chris Lubanski and Ángel Sánchez. If anybody reaches, they'll have Mitch Maier at the plate. Maier has been a Traveler killer. First, here's Matt Brown. And Smith comes home to Brown. Bringing a pop-up back this way. Tupman giving chase to the fence. Runs out of room. It's on the net. Strike 1 to Brown. Brown 2 for 3. RBI single in the first inning. Walked and scored in front of Evans' homer in the 3rd. Brownie flied out in the 4th and doubled and was stranded in the 7th. In case he reaches base, Terry Evans on deck. Two outs and the base is empty in the top of the 9th. Travelers leading by 2. And the 0-1 to Brown. Off the outside corner from Cody Smith. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rich Thompson will come back for the 9th inning, and he got those 3 outs on just 3 pitches after replacing Miguel González. Now the 1-1 to Matt. A swing and a ground ball to third base. Time waits for the second bounce. His throw across is in time for the final out, and the Travelers go without a run in the 9th inning on 1 base hit. A 9-7 lead will have to do it. Can the Travs hold on to this one? They're looking to win 3 of 5 in the series. Rich Thompson back to try for the save. Travelers lead 9-7. We'll be back for the last of the 9th next on Air America Little Rock, 1380 KDXE.
Since 1901, the Arkansas Travelers have been making memories in the natural state, like John Young launching a home run over the Mills Freeway to win the '77 Texas League title. People still talk about the explosive performances of Captain Dynamite or the Travs leadoff batter for the 1976 season, 3'4" Roscoe P. Stidman, and the unbelievable home run heroics of recent Travs Tommy Murphy and Mike Napoli.
And it's a grand slam! Tommy Murphy wins the game with a walk-off grand slam!
Now you, your friends, and family are invited to create some memories of your own as the Travs charge to the 74th and final season at Ray Winder Field.
Double play ends it. The Travs are the East Division champions.
Come share the excitement as the Arkansas Travelers celebrate their history with another winning season. For tickets, call 664-1555 or visit Travs.com.
Henry Morales has hit another ball onto the freeway. Get out of here.
The Arkansas Travelers, still the greatest game on dirt.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
This tight 5-game series in which no game has been decided by more than 2 runs. And the Travelers and the Wranglers split in the first 4. Comes down to the bottom of the 9th on a Sunday afternoon with Arkansas leading 9-7. Bill Elson with you on Air America Little Rock 1380. Rich Thompson is going to try for the save. Damaso Espino leads off. The number 9 batter is 1 for 2 with a sacrifice fly and a single. Thompson. 3 outs on 3 pitches after replacing Miguel González in the 8th. And here's his first pitch to the bottom of the 9th. Espino pops it up behind first, foul territory. Matt Pauley with the play, and the outfield grass called off by Devin Day, and Devin makes the catch. 1 out on 1 pitch, and that'll bring up Chris Lubanski. This is where things get a little bit tougher. Lubanski has been on base 3 times. A first-inning triple, a third-inning walk, 5th-inning strikeout, but a single in the 7th. 2 for 3 today, and 7 for 19 in the series. Left-hand batter with power. Digs into the backside of the box, taps the bat on the plate, and Thompson is ready to go. The native of Sydney, Australia's pitch. Fouled off, strike 1. Thompson was the Traveler closer for a period of time in late April and early May. Lost the closer's role late May when he started to struggle with command. He looks like he's solid right now. The 0-1 pitch to Lubanski. Slider missed outside by a little bit. 1 ball, 1 strike. Thompson's got a low to mid-90s fastball, a tight slider as well, and a closer's mentality when he's on. He can be a bulldog. 1-1 pitch. Down low, ball 2, 2-1. Thompson has had troubles with control. 24 walks in 47 innings. He's also struck out 40 batters. 6 wild pitches. A 2-1 on the way. Popped out a play by Lubanski on a half swing. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Green in line for the win. González, the first reliever, a third of an inning, 3 hits, 2 runs. Thompson left the tying run at the plate in the 8th. Two-two pitch. Swinging a line drive into right, a base hit. Nathan Haynes gets over to cut it off, and Lubanski reaches for the 4th time with his 3rd base hit. So the tying run comes to the plate for the Wranglers for the 2nd inning in a row. Ángel Sánchez is 1 for 4, reached on an error by Brandon Wood on a chopper last time up. He's also doubled. In case you're wondering, just 2 homers for Sánchez. Lubanski takes the lead, the pitch. Fastball for strike 1 from Thompson. Sánchez has popped up, doubled, grounded to second, and reached on the error. Double play ends the game. 9-7 Arkansas in the 9th. Sánchez choking up. Wilson's target at the knees. And the 0-1 from Thompson. Slider almost hit Sánchez. He had a duck underneath it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Back to the stretch, Thompson. To the belt he goes. Here it is. Fastball lined foul over the old beer garden in the right field corner. Strike 2. Thompson had some mustard on that heater. And Sánchez able to foul it off with a late swing. Now he'll go to that 2-strike approach, and Haynes guards the line in right. Pauley also guarding the line, but holding Lubanski on. Thompson comes set. Here's the 1-2. Fastball high, and he grunted with that pitch. Thompson overthrew the fastball a little bit, trying to blow it by Sánchez. It doesn't strike out very often. Now the 2-2.
Fastball broken back, ground ball on the right side. Day makes the play in the hole and flips the first for out number 2. Lubanski moves to second base, and Mitch Maier comes to the plate for the Wranglers. Maier, 2 sacrifice flies, 2 other flyouts. So he has had the mind to hit the ball in the air today. He's also had 2 homers in the series. All told during the series, Maier 8 for 17, 2 homers, and 8 runs batted in. This is the guy the Wranglers would want to the plate, especially considering that both Alex Gordon and Billy Butler are at the Futures game, which starts in 30 minutes in Pittsburgh. Thompson coming set, does not check the runner. Here's the pitch. Fastball, swing and a tip, and it's held on by Wilson. Strike 1. Maier just trying to hit that one out of the park. 0-1 on the 3-hitter Maier. 10 homers on the year, 57 RBI. A 2-run Traveler lead. 2 outs in the 9th inning. Thompson's 0-1. Up high, and Maier lays off. 1 ball, 1 strike. Infield deep, outfield is deep as well. There's a gap in right center for Maier, a left-hand batter. Thompson ready. Checks second now and steps off. Nobody holding Lubanski at second base. Thompson wants a new baseball. Plate umpire complies. Hands it to Bobby Wilson. Flips it out to Rich. Thompson slowly walks to the mound. Wipes his hand on the backside of the pitcher's rubber. Rubs it off on his right pant leg. Takes the mound. Leans in. Off of second, Lubanski. Maier ready to go. So is Thompson. Here's the 1-1 pitch. A slider down low. Ball 2. Dee Brown is on deck. Brown with 7 homers and 5 in his last 11 games. Thompson trying not to put the tying run on base. Coming set, Thompson. The kick on the 2-1 pitch. Maier fouls it back. Strike 2. The look on Maier's face as he watched that ball zoom over the press box. He gritted his teeth. He thought he had a pitch to hit there. Thompson looking to nail down a 9-7 game here in the 9th. A 2-2 count. At the belt. Here it is. Slider, a little nubber foul down the third base line, and he had Maier leaning over the plate. Thompson took something off that pitch. That was a very nice offering from Rich Thompson. But Maier had just enough arm to reach out and get a little piece of it and ground it past his coach's box at third. Maier smacks the bat on the plate, wheels that heavy black piece of lumber around. Thompson, hands together, lifts the leg, the pitch. Slider hits foul into the right field corner and out of play. 3 consecutive fouls. And 1 more strike will end this ball game. 1 more strike brings the Travs within 2 of first place and sends them back to Little Rock with a happy bus ride. Still 2-2. And the next pitch to Maier. Up high and the count full. Maier chased the first high fastball that Thompson threw, but he's been more selective on the last couple of high fastballs. Brown waiting for his chance in the on-deck circle. Thompson climbs back on top of the hill. Looks for the sign from Wilson. Takes one off. Now comes set. Wilson's target goes on the low outside corner. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and this game is over. High fastball takes care of Mitch Maier, and the Travelers take 3 of 5 from the Wichita Wranglers. Thompson with the save, Green with the win. Your final score, the Travelers 9 and the Wranglers 7, and you can put it in the book. A huge win for the Travs. They've now won 6 of 10, winning their second series in a row from a division opponent. The Travs are now just 2 games in back of the Wranglers for first place as Thompson nails down his 5th save, gets the 4th win for Nick Green, homers by Terry Evans and Bobby Wilson, and the Travelers pull out a 9-7 win and get out of town with wins in 3 of 5. Coming up next on the Allstate Insurance postgame report, we'll have the final recap and the final totals as well. This has been Traveler Baseball on Air America Little Rock 1380 KDXE.
You You signaled your turn. You merged without cutting anyone off. You stopped because the light was red. Through rain and sleet, through dark of night, 365 and 1/4 days a year, you drive safely. Now, Allstate rewards you for being the hero you are. Introducing the Safe Driving Bonus. For every 6 months you don't have an accident, Allstate will give you an extra bonus. Actual cash off your renewal bill. That's on top of any discounts you've already received. It's time to make the world a better place to drive. That's Allstate, Stan. Are you in good hands?
Get Allstate Your Choice Auto Insurance today. Call a local Allstate agent or 1-800-ALLSTATE. You can start earning your safe driving bonus the day you sign up. Features optional and subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Patent pending. Allstate Property and Casualty Insurance Company and Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company, North Carolina.
Emergency hotline, can I help you?
Yes, I need help.
All right, sir, what's the problem?
I can't taste my beer. I take a sip, I feel it in my mouth, but there's no taste.
Okay, sir, stay with me. What's your name?
Robert.
Okay, Robert, this is what I want you to do. Put the bottle down and step away from the beer.
Okay.
Walk straight down to the corner store and pick up a 6-pack of Miller Lite. Open one, take a sip, and everything should be right back to normal.
Okay.
Don't worry, Robert. It's going to be all right.
Next time, try the light beer that actually tastes like beer. Great tasting, less selling Miller Lite. Miller. Good call. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
It's time now for the Allstate Insurance post-game show. Once again, here's the voice of the Arkansas Travelers, Bill Elson.
Back at Lawrence Dumont Stadium as the Travelers get a 9-7 win over the Wichita Wranglers, pulling it within 2 games of the first-place Wranglers. Travelers now go the record to 8-9 in the second half. 32-54 overall. The Wranglers dropped to 10-7 and 44-43 overall. Phil Elson with you for the Allstate Insurance postgame report. Allstate believes it's time to make the world a safer place to drive. Are you in good hands? Unofficially, the final totals for the Travelers: 9 runs on 11 hits with 1 error and 4 men left. For the Wichita Wranglers, there was 7 runs on 11 base hits with 1 error and 5 men left. Recapping the ballgame, the Travs got ahead of the first inning. Big time against Neal Musser. Nathan Haynes, a leadoff single. Aaron Peel would double over the left fielder Lubanski's head, bringing Haynes home. Then Brandon Wood. Then, by the way, the throw home by the shortstop Sanchez was wild, moving Peel to third base. Brandon Wood took a walk, and Matt Brown hit a little bleeder through the right side of the infield, scoring Peel for a 2-0 lead. And that moved Wood to third base. So then Terry Evans bounces into a 6-4-3 double play. On that play, Wood scores for a 3-0 Travs lead, where the Wranglers got a run on the bottom of the first, with Chris Lubanski hitting a leadoff triple off of Nick Green. He would score on the first of 4 sacrifice flies on the day for the Wranglers. Mitch Maier makes it 3-1, but then the Travelers tack on 2 more runs in the second against Musser. He hit Bobby Wilson leading off with an 0-2 pitch. Matt Pauley then singles into center, and a sacrifice bunt by Devin Day moves the runners up. Nathan Haynes fell behind 1-2, but on a 2-2 pitch, he lines a base hit into shallow left field, scoring both runners and making it a 5-2 Traveler lead. The Wranglers answered with Donnie Murphy's leadoff home run of the second, although Green would shut down the next 3 batters. It was 5-2 Arkansas. Heading into the third, when Neal Musser issued a leadoff walk in the top of the third to Matt Brown, only to see Terry Evans hammer his next pitch over the video board in center field. His second home run to the Travelers at his minor league leading 24th home run of the season. That made it a 7-2 score going into the last of the third, but the Wranglers answered with another run off Green. Lubanski took a 1-out walk. A double by Ángel Sánchez moved Lubanski to third, and he would score on Maier's second sacrifice fly. So it was 7-3 Arkansas going into the middle innings. And then the offense has slowed down as Nick Green sent down 9 of 10 through the 4th, 5th, and 6th. Neal Musser didn't give up a run on the 4th, but then in the 5th, Evans leads off with a single. Evans stole second base, went to third, and Greg Porter's ground out to first. And then Evans scored when Bobby Wilson hit the sacrifice fly to left field. It was 8-3 Arkansas going into the 6th inning. It stayed 8-3 until we got into the 7th, when Green started to falter, allowed a leadoff single by Matt Tupman. Then Kila Ka'aihue's double would push Tupman to third base, and consecutive sacrifice flies by Adam Kime and Damaso Espino would cut the Traveler lead to 8-5. The Wranglers would get the tying run of the plate in the 7th inning as Lubanski singled and Ángel Sánchez reached on a fielding error by Brandon Wood. Green was pulled. Miguel González came on and got Maier to fly out to right field, leaving the tying run at the plate. Travelers then managed another run in the 8th inning against the reliever Juan Cedeno. Bobby Wilson leading off with his 5th home run of the season. He would finish the game 1-for-1 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored. That made it a 9-5 lead, for the Travelers. And then in the 8th, González faltered, allowing the first 3 batters of the inning to reach. Dee Brown a single to center. Murphy a double to right center, moving Brown to third, and then both would score when Matt Tupman lined a base hit to center, and that would cut the Traveler lead to 9-7. But Rich Thompson came on and got Kila Ka'aihue to foul out before Adam Kime bounced into an inning-ending 6-4-3 double play. Then Thompson came back for the 9th inning. Hit the leadoff batter out, but Chris Lubanski's single put the tying run at the plate. Thompson then got a slow ground out by Ángel Sánchez before taking care of Mitch Maier on a 3-2 pitch. Maier chases a high fastball out of the zone, and Thompson nails down the save. Green gets the victory. Nick now 4-1, while Neal Musser, the loser, falls to 4-1. The save for Thompson is his 5th in 6 tries, and the Travelers win 3 of 5 here from the Wranglers. Coming up next, we'll check the Texas League scoreboard. Of course, all the games are later tonight. The Major League scores as well when the Allstate Insurance postgame report rolls along after this break on Air America Little Rock 1380 KDXE.
Coca-Cola, this is Mitchell. My friend's brother is a molecular biologist, and he was saying the only way you could have gotten Coke Zero to taste like the regular Coke was to engineer it in space. I would not know, but think about the whole zero factor, like zero gravity. It makes perfect sense. Zero is for the 0 calories. Just stop pretending that you don't engineer Coke Zero in space. Can you do that? I wish I could speculate on that, sir. The next launch. I just want the time for the next launch.
Coca-Cola Zero. Real Coke taste, 0 calories.
Your world is suddenly changing for the better, all because 2 great companies that you know and trust, have now joined forces to deliver the world that matters most. Yours. AT&T, with its passion to invent, and SBC, with its drive to deliver, have come together to create the most complete and secure network with products and services to keep you connected to work, home, to life. Introducing the new AT&T, your world delivered.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Big win for the Travs today here at Lawrence Dumont Stadium in Wichita, with Arkansas beating the Wranglers 9-7. And the Travelers now at 8-9 are just 2 games in back of the Wranglers for first in the North Division. The Wranglers will be heading out to Midland to take on the Rockhounds in a 4-game series, while the Travs return to Little Rock tomorrow to take on San Antonio. By the way, Midland and Wichita, the Rockhounds have dominated that season series, winning 8 of 10 games between those teams. So things looking good for the Travs to have a chance to get into first place over the next week. Texas League games all later tonight, 6:05 start times. Corpus Christi hosting Frisco. The Hooks a 12-4 record, 3 games ahead of San Antonio, and 4 ahead of Midland. It's Midland and San Antonio at 6:05 at the Wolf. And in the North Division, it'll be the Springfield Cardinals at Tulsa, with the Cardinals a chance to sweep that 5-game series. Springfield and the Drillers an equal record at 6-10. At the moment, they are 3.5 games in back of the Wranglers for first in the North, and they are a game and a half in back of the Travelers for second. Into the major leagues, do we have any final scores? We do not. Here the games in progress. Top of the 8th at Atlanta, the Braves 8 and the Reds 3. Andrew Jones, Jeff Francoeur, and Scott Torman home runs for the Bravos. Adam Dunn, number 28 for Cincinnati. Over at Washington, the Nationals leading San Diego 7-5. Alex Escobar a home run for the Nats, so did Nick Johnson at 14. Florida has turned things around over the Mets with 2 in the 6th and 3 in the 7th. It's 5-3. The Marlins leading at New York. Xavier Nady a home run for the Mets. Pirates trailing Philadelphia 5-3. Bottom of the 6th inning at Citizens Bank Park. Cubs 4, Milwaukee 2, 6th inning at Miller Park. Aramis Ramirez a home run for the Cubs. Ricky Weeks going deep for Milwaukee. End of 2 at Colorado. Diamondbacks 1, Rockies nothing.
starting in about an hour and a half at Dodger Stadium. The Giants and the Dodgers. Jason Schmidt for the Giants, 6-4 record, 2.69 ERA. Aaron Seeley for the Dodgers, 5-2 record, 3.05 ERA. On ESPN tonight at Houston, the Cardinals and the Astros wrap up the first half of the season with Chris Carpenter, a 7-4 record for the Redbirds, 2.88 ERA, takes on the struggling lefty Andy Pettit. Pettit 7-9 with a 5.37 ERA. Out in the American League, Baltimore and the Indians tied 4-4 in the eighth. Javi Lopez a home run for Baltimore. Yankees and Devil Rays tied 5-5 in the bottom of the seventh. 10-2 and Huff home runs for the Devil Rays. Jason Giambi, number 27 for the Pinstripes. It's the Boston Red Sox 3 and the White Sox 1. Bottom of the fifth at Chicago. Mike Lowell and Tadahito Iguchi have homered in that game. Minnesota 2, Texas 1 at the top of the sixth. Kansas City trailing Toronto 5-0 in the top of the fourth inning. Jimmy Gobble, former Wichita Wrangler, on the mound for the Royals. Troy Gloss, a home run for Toronto, his 23rd. Angels and Oakland starting in about an hour. Oh, no, not an hour, about 20 minutes. Irvin Santana, former Traveler, looking for his 10th win. Danny Herron pitching for Oakland. And it's Detroit and Seattle with Nate Robertson taking them out. Nate Robertson's brother, by the way, the assistant GM of the Wichita Wranglers. And Gil Mesh taking the hill for the Mariners. Final score here from Lawrence Dumont Stadium. Travelers 9, Wranglers 7. We'll wrap things up on the Allstate Insurance postgame report next on Air America Little Rock 1380 KDXE.
What if there were no bad drivers? What if everyone always followed the speed limit? What if 10-car pileups didn't exist? In a world like that, we'd all be better off. It's why Allstate is introducing 2 incentives to drive safe. For every 6 months you don't have an accident, you'll get cash off your renewal bill with a safe driving bonus. And for every year of safe driving, you'll get $100 off your deductible with deductible reward. Another year, another $100 off, up to $500. But it's not just about saving money. Safe driving also saves lives. It's time to make the world a better place to drive. That's Allstate stands. Are you in good hands?
Get Allstate Your Choice Auto Insurance today. Call a local Allstate agent or 1-800-ALLSTATE. You can get $100 off your deductible the day you sign up. Features are optional and subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Deductible rewards apply to collision coverage. Patent pending. Allstate Property and Casualty Insurance Company and Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company, Northbrook, Illinois.
Of all the days of the week, it seems that Mondays are everybody's least favorite day. Well, the Travs and the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette have a reason for baseball fans to look forward to Mondays. That's because Mondays are Democrat-Gazette family night here at the ballpark. You just pick up a copy of Monday's Democrat-Gazette, and you'll find a discount family ticket right there in the sports section. That's right. It's a coupon that admits the whole family for just $2 a person. Hey, Mondays don't sound so bad anymore.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Travelers a win today, and now just 2 games back of the Wranglers for first place in the North Division. Arkansas 9-7 winners, and the Travs take 3 of 5 from the Wranglers here at Lawrence Dumont. Arkansas now leading the season series against the Wranglers 11 games to 8. Here are the official final totals, starting with Arkansas. 9 runs on 11 base hits, 1 error, leaving 4 men on. Wichita scored 7 runs on 11 base hits with 1 error and 5 men left on base. Time of game today was 2 hours and 23 minutes. And the paid attendance today, 952. Winning pitcher Nick Green goes to 4-1. Losing pitcher Neal Musser also 4-1. Rich Thompson the save. 2 shutout innings for Thompson, gets his 5th save of the year. And for his efforts in the bullpen today, Rich Thompson will be named today's BC Powder Player of the Game. And that's on a day when the Travelers had 11 base hits with Nathan Haynes, Aaron Peel, Matt Brown, and Terry Evans, each collecting a couple of hits. Haynes, Evans, and Bobby Wilson with 2 RBIs. The way the Traveler bullpen has performed recently, you get a great outing by Rich Thompson, and he deserves today's BC Powder Player of the Game award. BC Powder, the official pain reliever of the Arkansas Travelers. BC gets into your system fast, and BC goes to work fast. Headaches, backaches, or muscle pain, nothing works faster than BC. Use as directed. Well, the Travs boogie down the highway after today's win. They'll be back in Little Rock tomorrow afternoon and be playing the San Antonio Missions with a 7:10 first pitch. Good pitching matchup tomorrow. Jose Arredondo takes the hill for the Travs. He threw the 5-hit complete game shutout in the series opener here at Lawrence Dumont Stadium. And his opponent will be Robert Rohrbaugh. Rohrbaugh in 3 starts with the Missions 2-0, surrendering only 2 runs in 19 2/3 innings. So if you like pitching, come out tomorrow. There's a discount coupon in the Democrat Gazette sports section. Gets you into the ballpark for just $3. If you can't be at the ballpark, you can join me. We'll have the ITT Tech pregame show at 6:50 right here on Air America Little Rock, 1380 KDXE. So for Matt Alderman and Lindsey Floyd back at the studios and the folks at minorleaguebaseball.com, thank you very much for tuning into our broadcast this afternoon. The final score, the Arkansas Travelers 9 and the Wichita Wranglers 7. I'm Phil Elson. Thanks again for tuning in. We'll talk Traveler baseball again tomorrow night.
Today's game has been brought to you by AT&T, Coca-Cola, Allstate Insurance, ITT Technical Institute, Miller Lite, and Arkansas Federal Credit Union. You've been listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.